All right, with that said, let us jump back into this, guys. We are profile 1. We picked the old guy picture because, you know, it's very fitting. Log in. Days on duty, too. So we're officially on day 2 right now, I believe. Ignorance is strength. Thank you, Hasifa. That's the name of the first one or the second one? Oh, that hint. Therapy. You were hinting me. I got it. Thank you. All it takes is another visual reminder to do something like that. So, yeah, we are in the system right now. There's a few sections that we need to go. That's the sequel. Okay, Hasifa. So we have our reader, and this kind of shows us people's kind of like Facebook kind of profiles, different website articles, things like that we need to get information from. Then we have this thing called Listener, which allows us to listen into people's live text messages, basically. So it looks like there's a brand new one with Joseph Langley. I'm trying to remember. So Cassandra was the person that we were studying before. We apprehended her. She maybe didn't do the bombings, but she was involved with this Thought group. I think that she had no, was she involved with Thought? Maybe she wasn't. But she was doing a lot of this activist stuff, and she did kill a cop with like a brick to the head. So there is that. But she might not have done the bombings. It looks like there's a brand new conversation we haven't listened into yet. So let's check this out. It's probably going to be somebody trying to contact her and failing because she's in jail. So he says, "Hey you, I'm sorry about last night. I really should have come over. It's just that this client is massively influential. You could bring a whole lot of exposure to the office. I've been trying to get a meeting for months, and it went rather well, so here's hoping." That's right, so this guy blew Cassandra off to hang out last night. God, I'm such a stupid old man who just talks about his job too much. I'm sorry, it's just such a big part of my life. Hello? Are you still upset? Cassie? Can you at least answer me? If you don't, I'll start to worry. You know what I'm like. Yeah, you better start worrying now. So this game is familiar because you won it in a giveaway on the stream. Oh, that's right. You know, we've given away, I forget the number, but I think it's like near 60 games on stream. I need to update the list on the Discord channel. It's not up to date with all the Christmas ones, but we've given away a lot of games. Sometimes I forget some of the games we've given away. Oh, that's awesome. Have you played it yet, Therapy? Okay, so yeah, you're not going to be chatting with Cassandra anytime soon. Oh, and Hasifa, she was invited to the group. Okay, I guess I wasn't sure if we actually had any proof that she interacted with them. And Kara Style, was that Ginger her pseudonym that she used for writing some articles, I think? So here's a new article on the Bonton Police Database records. So the suspect was arrested in her flat. She willingly opened the door and cooperated with the arresting officer after having the warrant announced and her rights read to her. Oh, you don't think you played it yet? I don't have the sequel yet. I might have to pick that up. I'm really digging the style of this game. Okay, and here's back to the website The Thought. This is probably the terrorist organization. Looks like they updated something on the overview site. What's changed? I don't see anything that's changed. It has that little note, though. Doesn't that mean that something's new? Is there a new link? Oh, maybe we can go to entry 9. Maybe that's new. Yeah, it's on your very long list of games to play. I totally understand, Therapy. My specifically Steam backlog, but just my backlog of games is ridiculous. I do have a few games that I started that I regret not finishing. Like I started, what is that game on PlayStation? Horizon Zero Dawn? Never finished it. I probably got like 20 hours into it and didn't finish it. Octopath Traveler on the Switch, I got probably 20 hours into that and didn't finish it. I'm usually pretty good about that, starting a game and actually knocking it out. No, we've read this one before. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we looked at this. I do remember this picture of all the cameras and stuff. So I'm not sure what is new. Oh wait, maybe I'm remembering this incorrectly. Is that little icon, does that mean there's some information that you can pull from it? It doesn't necessarily mean it's been updated. Maybe that's what that is. I'm trying to remember all the different nuances. So the red star does mean there's new info. Okay. Oh crap, what am I missing here? I remember this. We did read this before. Oh wait, it said entry 8. Is that right? No. No, it's the overview that should have something new. So all of those are orange links. Oh, the orange links are the new ones? Because I just haven't clicked on them. Is that right? They all say archived. So maybe I'll just... Oh, now they're all gone. There it is. I think it was just some links I hadn't clicked yet. That's what it was. Just click on everything when in doubt. So Nate, you got like 90% of the way through Not Tonight. Really liked it, but just forgot to keep playing. What is Not Tonight? That's a new one, isn't it? I think I saw it in some list on Steam sales or something. I forget. Did you like Horizon Zero Dawn? I really liked it, Yuki, but something else grabbed my attention. So I took a long break, and it was kind of a tough game to get back into. Just all the different mechanics and things to relearn. Here's some new stuff in the headlines. Breaking news. The first suspect in connection with assaults was arrested. Check this out. There's the person that we just arrested, basically. Okay, a couple of minutes ago, the Bonton Police Department reported that an arrest in connection with the recent bombings in the capital had been made. A young woman has been brought to custody thanks to the investigation efforts of a special task force, that's us, police spokesman Kaufman said. How the woman is related to the bomb attacks, Kaufman did not cover. However, it is rumored that the suspect is well known to authorities by other incidents. Because yeah, it might not really be the bombing incident. Let's see. It's like Papers, Please. Oh, maybe that's what I had seen. I might have seen like some YouTube video that mentioned it because I vaguely remember something being compared to Papers, Please. I've heard that game's great. Never played that either. Napo, Happy New Year. How are you doing? Hopefully you're having a good New Year so far. Let's see. You watched a 90-part playthrough of every video being like an hour long. Oh my gosh. So you didn't actually play it. You just watched a really long playthrough. That's awesome. Okay, so there's no more updates there. What's on the Insider thing? Oh, I can't actually click on that yet. So I think now we need to start clicking on these profiles down here. This shows us what we know of this person. How do I get back there? We only have one picture for this guy. This one we've already read before. Let's see. And you don't really play a lot of video games, but you like to watch them. And you're not so good, but you like... You know, actually, one of my friends, she passed away, unfortunately. Same age as me. Oh my gosh. Just died way too young. It's so sad. But she loved horror games. But she loved to watch them. She was too scared to play them. I remember... I've told this story before, but maybe not everybody's heard it. Where I was at my friend's house, which we used to hang out at his house all the time. I remember this friend, she called up, and she was like, hey guys, what are you doing? And we're just like, oh, we're just hanging out. I don't know, we're probably watching anime or something at the time. And she's like, hey, I just got Resident Evil 3. And we're like, oh, that's so cool. We're so jealous. And she's like, well, if you guys want, I could bring it over, let you guys try it out. I mean, really, she had this plan the entire time. She bought the game so that she could watch all of us play it. It was like the early... I mean, that's just how Twitch was as a kid before Twitch. You would watch your friends play games and hang out together, or you watch your family play it, that kind of thing. Oh, it's great. But she would actually buy games. She wanted to see it, but she wanted all of us to play it together. It was so cool. And you watched Nate play Until Dawn? Oh, nice. There's the new game from them I do want to play. What is it called? Little Hope? I definitely want to try that sometime. Okay, so I'm not seeing anything new. I'm not seeing anything with icons. What am I missing? New objective. Okay, provide the profession of... Oh, I didn't even notice this objective thing. We have to identify student contacts, provide a portrait and full name for Goldfells, and provide the profession of Goldfells. Okay. That's good that we get that. So we're probably going to get all of that from that website. Oh, this is new. A memorial. How did I miss this? Yesterday evening, an explosion device went off on Stelligan campus, killing a Stelligan student as well as a lecturer. Several other individuals have been severely injured. The authorities are investigating. This is an unspeakable tragedy, Stelligan President Hopkins said during the press conference that took place this morning. In the light of recent events, it is impossible to maintain daily routine. This is why I have decided to suspend all educational services of Stelligan University until further notice. Therefore, Stelligan campus will remain closed at least for the rest of this week, with no educational courses or events taking place. Let's see, what else is this? And then there was the jury of the Nation's Best contest, annually awarded the most excellent public services, has declared Stelligan's Canteen the winner of Best Public Dining Hall category. In the recent time, we have tried to be fearless about our services in trying something new, something that may not have worked. We have been very happy to receive this honor as a direct consequence of those efforts, the Student Service Manager Gusto declared consecutively in a press statement. Wait, so what did they do that was so daring about a dining hall? Are they serving Christian salad? Because that would be pretty daring. Oh, you know what? I bet we can get information because he's a teacher at the school, isn't he? Ah, here we go. So the media ethics. This course is currently unavailable due to Representative Goldfels has retired. So first initial is A. We got that from this. And we got his profile. Nice. And you just like to watch him play games, Yuki, because it's been one of your favorite things for a long time? Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, my little brother and my nephew, they used to watch me play games all the time growing up. And I always enjoyed hanging out with them and doing that, you know? Or we'd play games together when they got a little bit older. Making people download the PT trailer to watch them play it. Actually, Hasifa, I have kind of a knockoff on the PC. I kind of want to stream it sometime. I might just do it randomly or maybe save it for Halloween time, you know? I don't have it on my PS4 anymore, unfortunately. I upgraded the hard drive and you can't download it again afterwards. It sucks. Oh, you got Little Hope, Nate? Nice. You should play it before I play it. Okay, so what do we have here? Abraham Goldfels. We got full name. Let's drag that over. Sweet. Abraham it is. Well done. Okay, so being a luminary in his profession, Rainbow, how's it going? Happy New Year. It's good to see you. Abraham Goldfels gladly accepted the offer, professorship in the field of media ethics at Stelligan, from which he sadly retired in the fall of 2016. So we should drag that over. Oh, did you start this game, Rainbow? Yeah, this is a game that Nate requested. I'm really digging it so far. I forget, John, don't just drag things over, read the things. It says, left Stelligan University in fall 2016, former professor of media ethics. I think this is good. This sounds like legitimate information. Did you notice the bombing location seems to be closely connected to Thought? There could be a pattern emerging. Thought had held 3 demonstrations, yet there are only 2 bombings, which might imply, well, it's definitely a shot in the dark, but we absolutely need to do everything we can to prevent another attack. Take a close look at the past of each member with Thought. Find out the locations of all demos they have held. That might yield a hint. Yeah, the premise is super cool, and it's just got unique gameplay, right, Rainbow? Like, I've never played a game like this where you're really doing this deductive thinking and kind of like extracting your own information. What happened? What'd I miss? Or is this the information I haven't read yet? Previously, Professor Goldfels has held the position as journalist at Der Reporter, one of the most renowned German daily newspapers, and was also chairman of the Global Media Ethics Congress. In his works, Professor Goldfels never relents to emphasize the importance of privacy over public interest. So he doesn't like these cameras. Yeah, I mean, that sounds like legit information. It's not contradicting anything. He was a former journalist. That's useful information. And he was a chairman for the Global Media Ethics Congress. chairman of an ethical congress. Oh my gosh, Yuki. Just wanted to be third at something. Yuki. Quit it. Thank you, Yuki. I appreciate that. Bam. There we go. Yeah, the way the leaderboards work in Twitch, I think it's a rolling number. No, it's not rolling. It's the opposite. The leaderboards that you see here, these are rolling numbers of like gift subs and like bit counts and things like that for the month. So like if you gave a lot, let's say in the middle of the month, when it's the first of the next month, you don't drop off this list. You don't drop off until that day you gifted is more than 30 days in the past. But I think the way that the Twitch numbers work is it, like that leaderboard, it cuts off on the first. So then it's like a brand new list.
A damn fine cup of coffee.
Wish I had coffee. I want coffee. I had coffee. I'll probably have more coffee later because I did not sleep enough last night. Let's see. Bam. Oh, nobody's got it yet. Come on, guys. Okay, so he says chairman of an ethical congress. Just the average run-of-the-mill terrorist trait. Is that normal? Publications of significance. Privacy versus public interest. Where the right to know ends. Id, ego, and selfie. An analysis of dangers and overexpressive self-representation in social media. I love dropping those bombs. Boom. It's so much fun. Did nobody get that one? I don't think anybody got that token. Let me drop it one more time for you guys. I gave you guys one makeup chance. And then die. Oh no, this is the one I tried to like pronounce that I could not. Die Gedanken sind frei. The thoughts are free. A modern time declaration of independence towards mass surveillance. That one's probably pretty important. Well, what do you say to that? He literally wrote the book. Okay, I think we probably got most everything from here, except for maybe in the alumni. We might find some more information there. Ginger, you got it. Nice catch. Oh, free is also said like fry. Okay, sorry. And I'm doing like my fake German accent. Did you like that? Wow, that's a whole lot of information about this Goldfels. Yet, only one other page could be indexed. Very strange indeed. I think the next course of action should be to look for other people of this thought group, like the students he mentioned. So let's check out alumni. Oh wait, before I do that, wasn't there a picture? I think I might have forgot to grab a picture. I'm pretty bad about grabbing the pictures. I just kind of forget that you can even do that. But gotta grab everything we can. Oh no. Here's what I wanted. Alumni. She roasted it for saying it badly in your playthrough. I mean, that's one of the things about just Twitch and YouTube and everything is pronunciation. Like, especially when I'm doing a language I'm not familiar with, like, of course I'm just going to be way off because I've never said it before, most likely. I don't even know what half of those words, any of those words mean, to be honest. So it is to be expected. Okay, so any notable alumni? Some of these names I bet are going to be people that he talked to. The legacy of a university is carried on by its most remarkable alumni, some of which are honored on this page. We got Orlando Bufford. He was a Stelligan alumna of the biotechnology course, is the founder of and CEO of one of the highest grossing online grocery trading companies, Mkato. And Catherine Delacroix. I know that name. Where did we see that name? I think we saw that name in chats with Cassandra. Ever since her early study years as a student of criminal law, Catherine Delacroix has been a member of the party. That's right, the party. No, she is like in government now, I think. In 2009, when the party had been elected as government, Delacroix was named head of the newly created Ministry of Security. Oh, we know this guy, Joseph Langley. Joseph Langley opened his own law office in the city of Bonton some years after his graduation from Stelligan in 1992. His law office is probably best known for having defunded construction entrepreneur Elward Hendricks in what gained public attention as the Lion's Share scandal. Joanna McElroy. I feel like I know that name too. Having studied medical technology at Stelligan, Joanna McElroy now is the host of the eponymous daily TV show 4 at McElroy's, in which she covers psychological family issues. That's kind of neat. Oh, is it lagging a lot for you right now, Ginger? Sometimes it helps to do a test to count your lag and then close out of the stream completely, reopen it and see if that helps, because it seems to be random how much lag you get. I wish it was consistent because it sucks. Also, Ginger, I'm not sure why you don't show up as a subscriber in Discord. The only things I found is people said to disconnect and reconnect your Twitch. But if that doesn't work for you, maybe I have to do it on my side. Maybe that's a good test for you guys. If you're a subscriber here on Twitch and you're also a subscriber on Discord, kind of confirm whether it's working correctly. You should show up as a blue name in that Famcadia group. If that's not working, maybe there's more people. Do I have to do it on my end, Rainbow? See, I did see somebody say that online. They actually had to disconnect their Twitch, from the entire channel and then reconnect it. But it's not everybody. As far as I know, it's only Ginger, but maybe you guys can check to see if anybody else is having the problem. For a lot of people, it's working. But even for one person, do I have to do it on my end, Rainbow? Because, logic makes you think that one person has to do it, but I think you already did that, right, Ginger? Which maybe it is on my end somehow, but it's working for everybody else. Okay, it said there was something else here to grab. Oh, there's other links too. Okay, applied physics. I don't think that's important. Was there something on the homepage we missed? No. It says there's something new here, though. You're just showing up as a gray name too? Yeah, Jumi, maybe it is on my end. Maybe after stream I'll try, I'm always scared to, but just totally disconnect Twitch from Discord and then re-implement that. And hopefully that'll fix that. That might have been it, Ginger. One person I did see say that, where they had left a Discord and when they came back, it didn't sync up. Oh yeah, and Yuki, you do have to have it connected. So if I check your profile on Discord, it should show your Twitch name as well. If it doesn't, it's just not going to work. Oh, here we go. How did I get here? Now we're on the attendee list. Welcome to the Internal Stelligan University class attendee system. Pick a class by completing the 3 steps wizard below. So let's go to the media department because that's where the guy taught, right? Select a class. Where is he? Well, I thought they said his classes were suspended or something until further notice. So I don't actually see that in there at all. Maybe we're going to see it somewhere else. Check law. Yeah, for some reason, sometimes Discord unsyncs, and if you can't resync, you'll get a message to try to reconnect your account. See, I haven't gotten that on my end, but it still might be something I have to do. No, I don't see it there either. I'm really just looking for a class that's taught by that guy. Technology? Nope. Management. Nope, don't see it there either. Natural and computer sciences. I don't think it's going to be there. It definitely was in media. Why don't these have class names? Just has class numbers. Oh my gosh. Hi, Skywalker. How's it going? I think somebody online, Yuki, said that the Discord sync can take a day. But I think for Ginger, it's definitely been more than a day. Let's see, you're a gray main on Whiterun. What is that, Napo? I'm not sure what that is. Is that a Discord channel somewhere? Okay, so I think I clicked on all the links. Does that mean that goes away? No, there's still something here. Oh, I have to check older semesters. That's right. Andy's starting to do better, Skywalker, starting to do better. At first, she was having such a hard time even, eating the stuff that's easy to eat, but it's getting a little bit better. She's able to, not really full on have a decent meal, but it's getting easier to eat. She's definitely doing better. And sleep and stuff is getting a little bit better too. It's still funny though. Like she needs to like sit like up a little bit after the surgery. She shouldn't be like on her side, like put pressure on that side, you know? So when I go into the bedroom, I made a joke. It's like, it looks like you were crocheting. Somebody came in and just shot you, or you just passed out in the middle of crocheting. Cause I come in and she's always just kind of like sitting up, and I'm like, I don't know how you do it. I don't think I could sleep sitting up. I would just wreck whatever, you know, they had done, but it's funny. I always tease her about that. Like, how do you sleep that way? But she's doing awesome. She's doing a really good job trying to heal up and doing her best. Oh, it's a Skyrim joke. I remember Whiterun. That was the main town, Napa, where you could buy a house, right? I really enjoyed Skyrim. I want to play through more in VR. Okay, so maybe we need to go back to an older semester in media. Here he is. Okay, now he's teaching this class. It's like, why don't I see his name? It's because he wasn't teaching that current semester. Okay, 26 attendees in the class. Here's a list of all the names. Oh, one of these popped up. Juliet Carrington. That name looks familiar. I think we've run into that before. So let's go ahead and drag that over. That's going to be a contact that he had. We have seen this name before, haven't we? Right. She was a friend of Miss Watergate. Now it also appears she was a student of Abraham Goldfell's. I think that's enough to warrant a report. Give me a few minutes. All right, Symes. All right, we have authorization to investigate Miss Carrington. Got all kinds of names to check out here. So the Greymanes are the family in Whiterun. Are they the ones in the castle up at the top? And it sounds like a Grey name. Oh, there's... Okay, now I get the joke. Greymane, Grey name. Yeah. And you've been replaying it? You did the Dawn Guard quest, and you're rebuilding your own house. See, I only ever played the vanilla Skyrim. I never played any of the DLC, but I have it in VR, so I definitely want to spend some time doing that. We should probably check other semesters too. Let's check summer in media. See if there's any names here that are familiar. Now, one thing I noticed is that I scrolled really fast and it wasn't highlighted. But as it pops up on the screen, it takes a second and then it gets highlighted. Okay, so no names there. Let's check out summer of 2015. Wait, did I click on the wrong one? No, that's media. Looks like he didn't teach this class. Okay. Okay, so we have some new names to check out. Do we have all the information we can get from Goldfarb? There's still more links to... Oh, wait. Maybe Nate or somebody can help clarify this. Is it asking me... is this still red because there's more links I haven't clicked? Because I'm not going to click through every single class of people that are not... Maybe I need to, but I wouldn't think I would want to look at every class of other teachers that are not Goldfarb, you know? Sometimes? Okay, so that might be it. I'm going to let that one slide for now. I'm thinking it's not that necessary. Oh, for a second I thought we'd have to give John a hint, but he's a smart CA boy. I got it. Oh, there's something new in Juliet's timeline. Here's Carrington. This is the person we're about to investigate. Oh, it popped up because we got approval to investigate. That makes sense. Okay, place of residence, Farview. Oh, let's start grabbing all this information. Let's go. How do I go back out of here? Here we go. So Juliet Carrington. Now we're on the right profile. Let's grab her picture. Such a cool idea for this game. It's a little glitchy about that sometimes. I'm guessing it makes sense that it's still showing up for me as I haven't clicked it because I didn't click every link. But my guess is there's going to be a lot of links that are just going to lead to a bunch of random names, you know, that have nothing to do with Goldfarb's. So my guess is I don't need to look at that right now. So she's currently a PR assistant at Rosen Tech. Let's grab that. We got her birthday. Got her residence. and her interests. She likes board games. Nice. Oh, speaking of board games, one of my Christmas gifts was a Blockbuster video board game. It's a movie trivia game, but it comes in this big box that kind of looks like an old VHS like rental case. It's super cool, and we actually played it a whole bunch with the family over Christmas break. We had a lot of fun with it. And if you don't get the joke, I used to work at Blockbuster for like 6 years, so just seeing that brought back a lot of memories. It was cool. Let's see, and some parts of it can be frustrating if you recall. Oh, in this game, Rainbow, so far I haven't run into anything too frustrating, but I'm still kind of learning all the mechanics. Okay, so here's from Cassandra again. Actually, you can dance, and I got proof. Nice. You still in bed? Is that really me? I gotta be careful around you, apparently. Great photo, though. Who took it? Nice try, Jules. Magician never reveals her tricks. Anyway, thanks for the great time, Cassie. I must admit it felt good to get out for once. Not that I plan on doing it again anytime soon. And then Adam Dunbar. What? Every time I ask you out, you're so goddamn busy that you fall for freaking muffins. Wait, oh, and then you fall for freaking muffins. If I ever had known that before. Sorry, Adam. Maybe you should spy on me some more, like what we're doing. So typically it means that there's a link that will lead you to something you could submit. But you've had glitches, especially in the sequel, where it keeps saying there's something that there isn't. Okay, so the red doesn't just mean there's links you can click on. It should mean, if there's no glitches, that there's links that has information you can grab. Not necessarily that you need to, but like highlighted information, right, Nate? Here's Cassandra on her timeline. I'm bored to death tonight. I definitely need someone to come along. Here, Julesy, I got something for you. And then the muffins. Okay, that makes sense. Oh no, my one weakness, exposed for everyone to see. Okay, tell me, what must I do to get one of those? I'm prepared for the worst. Just go out with me and explore Bonton's famous nightlife, will you? Blinks big eyes. And then that girl next door. You got a message, Cassie. I need this recipe for my mom. Yuck. You know I'm not so keen on going out late night. Plus, I don't dance. Ever. Care to spare me, please? So, that's a legitimate dislike. I think that's fine. Let's grab that. Can't relate to getting out. No, nobody's doing that right now. Hopefully. Let's see. For 6 years, John busted those blocks. I like how you termed that. That's great. It's a long time of busting blocks. Sounds more like a Tetris reference, doesn't it? All right. You win. I'll be there in half an hour. That torture and cruelty by my friend. Now, where is the Amnesty International when you actually need them? Okay, what is this link? It says that Cassandra Surfen. That's good. That's good information. That's true. Torture? Is this correct? What? Wow. Oh no! Okay, maybe this is me not paying enough attention to what I'm grabbing, but I was just trying to grab the fact that it said that they were friends. This only underlines her assessment as potentially dangerous from yesterday. Oh gosh, that's not what I meant at all. So, context, I guess, okay, so here's my problem. I just was looking at this information right here to link Juliet Carrington as a friend. I didn't look at this side. I was looking at this side. All right, John, pay more attention to everything down here. I know, I looked at this and I'm like, oh yeah, that shows that they're friends. I didn't really pay attention to what was on this side. Engaged in torture. Crap. We're going to get a lot more of that, guys. This just proves what a great CIA agent I am, right? So you think you completed episode 1, but you weren't satisfied with the conclusion you got? Oh, in this game, Rainbow? I'm back and it feels like my arms are going to fall off. Ooh, which exercises did you do, Phantasma? Nice. It's good to be sore after an exercise. You don't want to be catatonic where you can't move, but you do want to be sore. Did you make the same mistake in your... Okay, I don't feel too bad, Nate. We got another picture of her, though. Esther... Wait, this is not Esther Carrington. This is someone else. Esther Carrington posted, "Happy birthday, honey." This is probably her mom. So good to have you back. To mark the occasion, we decided to update your profile on your family page. I hope you like it. Oh, they have a family page? We'll check that out in a second. And then Amanda Hines. Yeah, happy birthday from me as well. Have a good one. So you're doing a program called Live to Fail, where you basically push your muscles to muscle failure. Today was arms. Oh, nice, Phantasma. Yeah, whenever you're doing any kind of muscle building exercise, you always want to work out until you can't do it anymore. It just hurts too much. And then you stop, you take a small break, and then you do it again. Stop, take a small break, and do it again. Do like 3 or 4 reps of that, or sets of that. I think they call it reps and sets. That's what I do when I do my workouts typically. Okay, nobody took notice, nobody cares, nobody. What is Juliet talking about? What did Harris do this time? Geez, as much as I like him, you really need to ditch him. And that girl next door. Maybe people would care if you would be, I don't know, less enigmatic. Okay, that's like something I've always it's always been like a little bit of a pet peeve, I guess, or you just like, come on, you can be more productive. Is when people do these passive aggressive posts on social media where like you're trying to say something serious, but you make it so vague that like only the person involved in it or people involved in it would have any idea what you're really talking about. You know, it's like, I don't know. Those things I've never done it. That's not my style. Some people love to do that. I have certain friends on social media that's like all they do. Hey, welcome back, Tiny. And remember, this is all an act, guys. He's trying to cast doubt that he's really a CIA agent. I wish, Nate, I wish. Watch me just like completely hacking this and just going crazy and fast. Okay, Juliet, only 1 week left until I have to enter my thesis at Abraham's course, and then it's goodbye, Stelican. I'm a bit scared at the huge gaping hole this is going to leave behind. And then Amanda, girl, you're going to manage. I know it's a scary thought at first, but we'll stay in touch, no matter what. Hear me? Oh, thank you, Amanda. I feel better already. We definitely need to keep in touch. This drives me mad. This is Juliet again. Even though Cassandra and I just got to know each other at the protest at Freedom Plaza, she stood up for me regardless. This woman is a heroine, not a terrorist. Go Cassie. Now, I think, was it Juliet the one that said that Cassie actually saved her when she killed that cop? That might have been what this is about. Okay, so let's read what this is grabbing. First met Cassandra Watergate at Freedom Plaza protest. That seems like good information. That's when they first met. Drag that over. I'm doing really good, Tiny. I'm a little more tired than I should be. I stayed up too late playing Cyberpunk, but I did beat it. I got 2 endings. I got 2 more endings I want to get. I really like that game. Okay, and this is Rick. I don't know if we've seen Rick before. If one pisses off the government, one must expect them to respond accordingly. Action causes reaction. That simple mindedness. I mean, what's the term? I always love this saying. If you play stupid games, you're going to win stupid prizes. Also, this doesn't sound like the Juliet I know. You wouldn't even accept the duty of being the class representative when you were appointed. How come you care so much about politics now? I'm not surprised you stand up for your beliefs, underneath if you're a strong one. But activism? Attending demonstrations? Is that still you? I know I'm allowed to, Tiny. I just, it was a combination of things. I got to bed early enough to get enough sleep to probably be able to stay up late tonight, you know? However, I did not factor in that Andy is still recovering and not feeling that good, so she's having a hard time sleeping. So she woke up early, which incidentally woke me up early, and I'm like, oh no. Whenever I'm in that sub 5 hours of sleep, it's gonna be a rough day. Okay, so what is this one? Recently increased political involvement. Okay, I think that's good. Let's grab that information. Wait, oh. Yeah, this is the right name. I thought, oh, am I going to grab this for the wrong name? Can you do that in this game? Could I grab this thinking I'm putting it in Juliet Carrington? But if I had the wrong profile on the left-hand side, it actually attaches it? Yeah, candle at both ends. Exactly, Rainbow. First Miss Watergate and now her. Is there some sort of brainwashing going on? It's the class. It's the class. Oh, that's good, Hussy. I was going to say, if I could accidentally drag it into the wrong one, I'm going to totally butcher this. She says, sometimes people change their minds. Sometimes other people help to get the right mindset. Find out what you truly care about. This is our freedom, and I know what it feels like to not be free. What would you want me to do instead? Sit at home, being indifferent? Indifferent? No. I just see no use in occupying public plazas and throwing stones at poor men and women. This is democracy. We have petitions for that. I'm so proud of you that you are capable of using the essential tool of any good slacktivist. Hell, I would like to post a really slow clapping sound, but Timelines doesn't allow it. So just freaking imagine it if you can. And then she says, Harry, while I really appreciate that you got my back and everything, I don't really think you need to intervene here. This is a Rick and Juliet sort of only thing. Thank you. Can't tell. How's it going? It's great to see you again. Long time. Happy New Year. I come to chat to say bye ASMR time. Oh, can't tell. It was bad yesterday. Actually, I got to come clean. I found a way that you guys can abuse it. And it was yesterday's stream. It wasn't like malicious abuse, but I did four ASMR. There it is. Okay, we'll do it in a second. We did 4 ASMRs in the span of like an hour, which just wrecked my voice, and I had a hard time doing it the rest of the stream. So what I did is I had to put a global cooldown on these things. So you guys can still do probably 3 or 4 a stream. They just can't all be right on top of each other. So there'll be a little bit of a delay. Yeah, I didn't put a cooldown before Rainbow. So they just kept happening and happening and happening. Okay, it's ASMR time, guys. I have to eat the microphone so that you guys can hear me when I do this. But that's okay. My throat was so sore last night. So much ASMR. Okay, so before we leave this, there was a link I needed to click, I think. This family page. Let's check this out. We are the Carringtons. Do you guys have any kind of family pages like this? I do not. Jonathan and Esther Carrington. So this is her parents, I think. A man walks into a bar and meets the girl of his dreams. They marry, settle down, and have 4 daughters. What may sound like the beginning of a cheap joke or some kind of Pulp Fiction is in fact a fairy tale come true. When John met Esther, they immediately knew that it was love. So it is no wonder that only a year later they got married in a small chapel near Lake Springwell. At the same time, they began to build a house in Mellow Court, a cozy little spot in Fairview, which would serve as the very foundation for their family, with which they still inhabit to this day, happily ever after, so to speak. In 1985, their first daughter April was born. Little did they know that there were 3 more to follow. So here we got April. This must have been the first. Oh, and this is something I want to talk about. I find it really weird to have a family website. I don't know, I think at the beginning of the internet, that made a lot more sense, because you didn't have MySpace, you didn't have Facebook, you didn't have any of these things. So if you wanted to share information with family, a family website made a lot more sense. But nowadays, with social media how it is, I don't think family websites are necessary at all. Okay, April is the firstborn daughter in the Carrington family. As you might have guessed already, her name is not a coincidence. When the little girl decided to be born on the 1st of April instead of March dates the doctors had calculated, John and Esther spontaneously decided to name the daughter in tribute. Now fully grown and independent, April is married to Roy McIntyre. We have May Carrington. It had always been crystal clear that May would found her own company one day. 2012, that is exactly what happened. With a little help from some friends and her caring parents, she managed to create the today well-known clothing startup MyCloth, and with more than a few dozen employees. That's actually really cool. Yeah, in 2017, honestly, I would probably never create a family website, but especially nowadays with having Facebook accounts and all this stuff, it just seems completely unnecessary. June Carrington. Wow, so Juliet must be the youngest. Little June was so fond of everything that had the slightest bit of technology in it. It began to worry John and Esther, but there's really nothing to be concerned about. June has proven to be a one-of-a-kind engineer. And now the Bonton Machine Works company is profiting greatly from this fact. You've seen them done for special occasions. That kind of makes sense, Phantasma. I've seen those websites be created for like weddings or big events like that, maybe a big family reunion. But to have like an ongoing family site, just use social media. My opinion, of course. And Tiny, you wouldn't want to live in Sweden if you're afraid of knowing people where you live. Well, especially if you're in a smaller area. It's like everybody already knows anyway, right? Everybody knows everybody. Oh, here's Juliet playing guitar. So we have her birth date. We have a more succinct birth date. She was actually born on Valentine's Day. Welcome back, Cantel. Your computer couldn't handle the concept of family websites. It's like, nope, I'm killing this stream. Welcome back. Okay, let's drag this over. Yeah, Monkey, I have heard this game is pretty short, but I think it's going to take me a lot longer than normal because of the reading aspect, you know? I spent way too long playing Phoenix Wright because the whole game was reading. Favorite color is red. Sure. Why not? Favorite pastime, playing guitar. Okay, I like a joke as much as the next person. But her favorite color, do you really think that is pertinent information right now? There's an active bomb threat right now. Could you please focus on that? Whoops. Symes isn't liking this. Okay, try to just take the more important things. Oh, a memory leak. You know what it might have been, Cantel, if it's not a virus. Your computer might have been doing a virus scan at the time. Oh, wait, crap. We're done with ASMR. My bad. I didn't look at that. But yeah, you want to check for malware for sure. And if it wasn't malware, it could have been a program updating or a virus scan program just doing its thing, you know? But yeah, anytime your computer does that, always hit Control Delete, open up your task manager, and check to see what program is actually using all your memory. Okay, favorite pastime, playing guitar. All right, sassy Symes. I won't do that because that doesn't seem important. Favorite food, ignore that. Favorite book or movie, To Kill a Mockingbird. I'm going to ignore that for now. But we might need to know the parents. Since the nestling of the family showed up a little bit unexpectedly, the parents Jonathan and Esther decided that they would end the strictness of the naming patterns her sister had followed in favor of slight aberration. Juliet learned to play the guitar, even learned to plan to become a professional musician in a band. However, she decided to end her band career once she was single again and focus on her studies at Media Economy Stelligan University. Wait, so is this a contradiction? Why is it yellow? There's a conflict in an unknown data chunk. Okay, so we're not there yet. Firefox is taking up the memory. Well, now the memory isn't what you need to worry about too much, Cantel. Look at the processing power. When your computer starts to run very slow, memory could be an issue, but I always usually go first for processing power. That'll show you what's really slowing down your computer. But if your memory's at 100%, that's bad. Like, that shouldn't usually happen unless you're playing a game or something at the same time. Games eat up a lot of memory. Banana nut muffins. Well, I like banana nut muffins. They're not my favorite. I like poppy seed muffins a lot, but they're good. Only 2% right now, can't tell. But like when your computer starts to struggle, check that then. And what's the percentage of your memory taken? Oh, you said 99% usage? That's weird. That is really weird. Well, make sure that you have, what do you call it? Admin mode on or something. I thought there was like a button when you're doing that where you can actually like look at all processes, not just the processes that you have actively running at the time, but you can look at all system processes because that's possibly the most important. And how much memory does your computer have? Okay, so this is, we kind of know this, but I'm going to drag this over anyway, that she studied at the university. The rest of this I don't think is important. Oh yeah, if you're not playing some crazy intensive game while you're doing other stuff, you should be fine with 8 gigs. And media economics. My God, do I know people who like political economy and media studies? That's where we're finding all these terrorists, Tiny. So we'll ignore that for now, but we'll have to come back to that because it is a contradiction somewhere. Let's go back. And I think this was another link, but I think we've been here before. Is this woman a terrorist? Yeah, we've looked at this before. Okay, let's go back to the main stuff. A welcome thing from Rosentech. We need that important muffin discourse. So, Juliet works at Rosentech. Let's check this out. A message from the founder. When I founded Rosentech in 1998, my vision was a simple one. There should be a tailor-made software for any purpose. Who would have thought that a guy hailing from merely an attic in his parents' home could create the single most important software company in the nation? Certainly not me. Who would have thought that the government would take an interest in the company and become its greatest stakeholder? Certainly not me, again. Who would have thought? Not me. Against my wildest expectations, but due to the sheer stubbornness, a lot of persistence, and a little bit of luck, Rosentech today employs 5,106 workers and 224 successfully completed projects. And these figures keep increasing so fast that I added a live counter scripts to this page to keep that up to date. Oh, that's cool. So what's the essence from my experience? Although I never expected it, my vision proved to be a very strong one. Now let's see what's in yours. Yours sincerely, Victor Rosen. Let's see. This guy said, I took my first idea and started a company based on a skeleton of a premise. I know, doesn't that sound just... You jerk. You're so lucky that worked out for you. I tried the first thing I thought of and boom, I made the biggest company in the world. The 10 Commandments. Do we want to read all this? See, this seems just more like basic business stuff. So let's just say, any vision is valuable. Software can solve any problem. Embrace the client's vision. Open-mindedness and transparency are key. Always stay in touch with the client. Synchronous and over asynchronous communication. Think about your responsibility. Fix your mistakes, learn from them. Work here and now. And you can do this better. Such corporate speak. Get in touch. Following the 6th commandment of Rosentech, we rely heavily on communications and collaboration with you. We would like you to call us directly so we can easily discuss your needs. Our vision-shaping team is ready anytime to form a software that fulfills your needs. Please call. Let's look for our person here. Here we go. We got her phone number. Juliet Carrington. I'm going to try to let me know how you want me to do this, but I feel like in a lot of games I kind of read everything because there's not a whole lot of reading in most games and it's usually just like flavor text. But in this game, I feel like a lot of this that isn't like stories, like news articles, it's just kind of neat background information, but it's very unnecessary for the experience. So it's cool to see that it's there and gloss over it, but maybe I shouldn't read all of it. We'll look for the more pertinent stuff. Good work. The listener will also track incoming and outgoing telephone calls of numbers you've added. There we go. Oh, we got a new listener on that phone call. Let's see, this website is giving you flashbacks to every hip tech startup that's looking for a guru or a rock star or a ninja that I applied to. I could see that for sure. My company site doesn't look anything like this, but yeah, my company site, the CIA. But no, I've definitely seen websites like this. I kind of feel bad, but like what you were saying, Tiny, how like this guy's first try got into this, built this huge company. I've only worked at 3 jobs my entire life. The first job, I did tech support over the phone. I had to quit that job because I couldn't go to school and do that at the same time. They wouldn't work with my schedule. Then I worked at Blockbuster Video for 6 years while I was in college, and because it worked with my schedule. And then I got my current job as a database engineer, and I've been there for 15 years. So I'm very lucky in that respect. Didn't have to do much job hunting, I guess is what I want to say. Let's see here. Oh, listener, that's right. Incoming chat. Unknown person. Who's calling our Juliet? Voices? Nope. I'm still reading. Welcome to Rosentech. This is PR assistant Juliet Carrington speaking. How may I be of service? Hello, Juliet Carrington. This is Esther. You sound so official at work. Oh, hi, Mom. Is this important? I can't take personal calls while I'm at work. I just wanted to check in, make sure you are home for dinner tonight. Actually, I'm heading out with some friends from work. Time for some Bonton clubbing. Honey, please don't. On the news, they said it would be advisable to avoid public places. They expect another bombing. Mom, I get that you're worried, but I can't just sit at home with you every night of the week. That's exactly what those terrorists want us to do. Avoid public life. We can't give up our freedom like that. Honey, please. You won't have much freedom left if you're dead. Mom, I won't die. How can you be so sure about that? I could just be as easily hit by a car on my way home from your lovely dinner. Don't say that. Just think. This ridiculous group has gotten you into nothing but trouble. What were they called? All right, Mom. Geesh. I'm gonna think about it, okay? Thank you, honey. Mom, I am sorry, but I really have to go if I don't want Victor Rosen to personally fire me. I have to go. Sorry. Love you. Bye. Let's see. And definitely lucky, Tiny. Job hunting is the most demoralizing task I've ever had to do. Database engineer. Good cover, John. Smooth, right? Smooth. Yeah, I mean, to have the same job for 15 years is ridiculous. I mean, honestly, with the people that I work with, I mean, they're going to retire before me. But I love my management. I love the team that I work with. I'd be cool to honestly, like, finish with this company, but I'll just be lucky if that actually happens, you know? But they've been really good to me. They've been able to promote me and, you know, boost my pay when they were able to. And they notice when I do something above and beyond, which is really important in a job. So I'm really happy with where I work. Fingers crossed I can keep doing it. Oh, wait, there was some stuff in there that we need to grab. I hate this family already. So lives with her parents. Okay, that could be important. Is that true from that statement? Home for dinner. Yeah. Let's grab that. That'll update the address, maybe? No. Now to find her parents' address. And this one plans to go out in Bonton on a Friday evening. Which is funny. Isn't this the person before on their social media? They said they don't like to go out at all. So they've definitely changed quite a bit. And they're going out, being more sociable, I guess. Let's see. You should never examine the academic job market. You applied to 75 jobs, got 5 phone interviews, 3 campus visits, and 1 offer. Oh my gosh, Phantasma. That's crazy. I was lucky that I studied computer science in college, which is a very in-demand job. I mean, even still, you know, it's very technical. So if I had like studied management or something like that, that might have been a little trickier to get a job. And I've had offers if I wanted to go into management at my current job, but it's not for me. I could do it. Yeah, I'm pretty personable. I could talk to people and, you know, I guess help people with their jobs and things like that just fine. But in my opinion, management is much more of a, not that anybody can do it, but you're less specialized and there's going to be more competition for what you're doing. Where with my job would have a harder time cutting me because they'd have to find somebody with very specific skill set and experiences to take that over. You know, I guess I feel more stable and secure with my current job. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab this information. I think it's important that they might be going out on a Friday night. It's Friday and Miss Carrington has plans to go out tonight in Bonton. That information would normally be innocuous, but we know that she actively dislikes going out. Yeah. People are truly creatures of habit. Maybe she really does want to go out, but this does seem a little odd. What is she really doing? That's what I was saying. It seems like a contradiction almost. That's a bummer. You would think that we need teachers so bad that it would be easier for, you know, good teachers to get a job, but that's ridiculous. Okay, what else do we have here? So Victor Rosen is the boss. I thought we knew that, but this is going to give us a new contact. So let's go ahead and grab that. I can't grab this unknown person, but we do know who this person is. It's the mom. We saw that on the Facebook profile. Maybe I didn't. I keep saying Facebook. I forget the name of that page. I guess we didn't grab that information, so we know that, you know? And same thing, Tiny, you applied to 50 jobs this autumn and had 1 interview, made it to the final round before getting the rejection. Oh my gosh. I've worked 3 jobs in my life. I've applied to 4. I feel like such a jerk with everybody's experiences now, but either it was luck or right place at right time. I don't know, but I've only ever applied to one job I didn't get. It was the very first job I applied to. Is actually to work at a local library, and I don't know. I remember going to that thing when they were first doing the applicant submissions, and there was a ton of people there. Didn't get that job, but I was right out of high school, and then I got the next job right after that, which was at the customer service place. You just got a rejection from a job you applied to 4 years ago. Oh my gosh, Nate, that's ridiculous. Do they think you even care at that point? Let's see. You're like, no, I'm good. Don't need the job. I already starved to death. Thanks, though. Okay, so there's something here in the family that we missed, too. Oh, wait. Well, there was a bunch of these that I'm not going to grab. Oh, this is what I missed. This will be the link. The parents. Okay, so we got the father's name. And your new job was the one you applied for when you got the interview. You've been hired and been there for 2 months now. Nice. Congratulations on nailing that job. It's tough out there. It really is. Okay, I think... Oh, this is good. Now we have the we don't quite have the address, but we have more of the address. Let's bring that in. Now we know it's Malloy Court. Huh, funny. This is right around the corner from where I live. Oh, that could be interesting. Why don't you just walk over and check it out? Oh, and that's such a huge thing, Nate, is that's part of why I've been at this job for 15 years and I want to continue working there is management and the people I work with. Bad management can make a job absolutely miserable, and you want to get out of there as quickly as possible. I've been very, very fortunate with that. Okay. So what are we missing now? There's still more in the attendees list that we're missing. Maybe I do need to actually click on all these, because it could be waiting for me to... Oh my gosh, there's so many links though. Like, it could be waiting for me to find one of these random ones I haven't yet. Do I really need to click on all these? Let's back out. That can't be right. Oh, wait. No, it's these things. These things actually have more things to click on. Not new things, but things to grab. Oh, a picture. I missed a picture here. Come on, John. There we go. I think I've looked at the rest of the links here. So that probably took that off my list, yeah. So you lucked out and you had an awesome manager for 3 years, and then she had to move and the new manager hated you for no reason. It's so bad how you can love a job, but just that change in staff wrecks everything, right, Yuki? Yeah, see, the only other things here I think are irrelevant to the case, so I don't want to grab them, even though it shows new. But there's still something here, I think. You know what? I'm just going to look at every single one of these, not inside of each, but just the list of names, and look for another class taught by that guy. Because maybe he taught another class I don't know about. Not just that media class, you know? We're looking for gold fells in each one of these. Check winter. Management. And if I go too fast and I miss it, let me know. Law. Natural sciences, nothing. Okay, so that was all the winter classes, I think. Let's check summer semester. We already looked in media, so we'll check all the other ones. Management. No. Law. And sciences. See, now if I could just do a Google search right now, it would make this job way easier. How about in winter? I think I've looked at all these. But there must be something that we can grab from another one of these. That's what's confusing me, is why is it giving me that red icon, right? No, I'm not seeing anything here. Oh, you gotta go? Time for me to swing my mod sword elsewhere. Good luck, Tiny. Thank you for dropping in and saying hi. Hopefully you have an easy mod job in that stream. We'll catch you next time. Yeah, I didn't see anything else there, guys. Maybe we need to pick another person. We have some other names to follow, right? Oh, wait, relationship is empty. Crap. We have information that they're single, don't we? Juliet. I thought that we had information that she was single. Maybe I'm thinking of somebody else. Back out of there. It wouldn't be listed in the family page if she was single, right? Oh, seriously, Tiny. I've heard a lot of problems with those follow bots recently. I hope we don't have to deal with it here. Yeah, this doesn't say anything about being in a relationship. Maybe we just don't have that info yet. That's probably more the case. All right, well, am I supposed to look at different names? How do I back out of... Oh, here we go. Let's start looking into... We look into Joseph Langley. We actually don't have any other information. You can't really start looking into somebody until he tells you to, right? I can't just pick somebody and start grabbing things. Well, we do have pictures of this guy, don't we? Where was that picture? Was it in listener mode? Here? No, there's no picture there. It was in one of her social media posts or something. Where was it? Oh, there was an art thing. Oh, but I can't drag that over. I was like, do I need to grab a picture? I don't feel like we really need to, like, search for this guy right now, though. You know? Should I be researching for Victor? This is him right there, but I can't drag that over. No. Crap, I really think I do have to click on every single one of these links. Maybe that's the bugginess you were talking about, Nate? Let's see, you've been reporting follow bots and Twitch actually responds to remove them. That's awesome, Rainbow. I'd heard so many bad things about Twitch not actually doing anything when these things pop up. It's good they're really taking action. Hopefully there wasn't something even easier that I missed. I could have sworn I looked through all these. Did I get that picture of Goldfarb? Yeah, I got that picture. Can't click on any of those. Crap, I really think it is this. Yeah, I think it is this class thing. Okay, well... Or the attendee list. I'm just going to click on every single link that's not light blue. Oh, wait, I have to go into each one. Oh, man. This is rough. Just to make sure there's nothing to grab. You know, maybe we'll find one of those other contacts that we have took some random underwater basket weaving class. And it's going to be super important. Oh, that does help. I mean, that eliminates probably 200 clicks, Nate. Going to each one of those. Underwater. You know, one of my teachers always made a joke about that underwater basket weaving class as like, you know, like if you take a class that you don't really need for anything, you're just doing it for fun, but it's not going to help your end goal. That was underwater basket weaving. Just a fun class for the hell of it. I didn't scroll through this one too fast, did I? Because this is like the only important one right there. I don't see anything. Okay. There definitely has to be something else. But I mean, that's just laziness on my part, not wanting to click all these links. Looking for a familiar professor. Crap, I don't remember any other professors besides Abraham, do I? Unless I look at the not notable alumni. Where else would I have seen a notable professor? Or even a familiar professor? Let me go back to our names. Actually, I guess our contacts here. Who else teaches here? That's the lawyer. That's the parents. A lot of these I actually don't have any information on yet, or I just didn't drag anything over yet. This is the guy that owns the company. That's her parents. Gotta be somewhere else here. Could it be somewhere in his profile? No other names there. Did one of these notable alumni come back to teach? She has a TV show. That's the lawyer. She became a politician. And he owns a company. So no, it's nobody in that list. I think it's going to be quicker if I just brute force it, honestly. I can't remember an important name. But it's going to be in winter. Now, I probably did read a name before, but because I didn't put it on here yet, because I didn't have the connected information, I'm not going to remember it from last stream. I'm all about that brute forcing, can't tell. Has there been a game that had puzzles that I did not brute force? I don't think there is. We got a surprise guest here. You know, I think Georgie's back has been hurting him or something. We need to get him checked out next time the vet comes by this month. But he's been acting like he hurt something. Wait, where is it? Did I do it too quickly? Let me try it again. I'm not getting my camera. Hold on. Am I on the right Wi-Fi? I'm not on the right Wi-Fi. That might have been the problem. So I didn't brute force in Black Mirror. It's not your fault the game didn't tell you to skip that. Oh, that puzzle. I forgot about that, Cantel. That was so funny. Jake on a quest. Hold on just one sec, guys. Let them get through the commercial. Although I don't know if you even get that commercial right away all the time. Welcome, Raiders, to John Cadia. How are you guys doing? Jake on a quest. Thank you so much for the raid. How are you guys doing? What game are you playing? I appreciate you guys coming here. We are currently playing a game called Orwell, which is very topical with everything going on in the world right now. But we basically play somebody that works for some government agency, and we are sifting through a bunch of private online information trying to find out who did a terrorist attack. We're going through emails, social media posts, all kinds of stuff. How are you doing? Welcome, guys. Persona 5. How do you like it? I am very tempted to play it, but oh my gosh, does that game scare the crap out of me. I've heard it's like over 100 hours. That would take me forever to beat, but I did buy it for my wife a couple years ago, the original version, and she loved it. She didn't finish it, but she did put a lot of hours into that game. How are you liking it, Jake? So let's see, we got A-Train. I just finished watching The Boys. Good show if you guys haven't seen it. I really liked it, but A-Train, that's awesome. Unspoken Quincy, welcome everybody. It's great to see you guys. Yeah, I've heard it's great, Cantel. I should try it. It's just so long. You will say the style is out of this world. I bet. The art style just looks so unique and flashy and cool. I like it. Now, what I was trying to do is show off one of my pups, but for whatever reason, my phone wasn't showing it. Let me try this one more time for you guys. Check this out. There it is. Now it's working. Hi, Georgie. Hi, Georgie. What you doing, buddy? Georgie, come here. Georgie. There he is. He's like, what do you want? I'm trying to nap. Oh, boy. So, yeah. Expect some random dog barks throughout the stream because he's hanging out in here right now. Let's see. We watched 2 episodes of that The Boys last night and finished it, and half the time Georgie was just draped on my lap. He's such a cuddly boy. Okay, so right now what we're doing, Jake, is we're going through lists of students that took class at this college, trying to find a name that's familiar. We're really trying to find people that might know one of these known terrorists. He is very quiet when he's sleepy, thank goodness. Otherwise, he's a very barky boy. And you got halfway through Kamoshida's palace. How many hours do you have in that game so far? With the way I stream, that game would take me months to get through. Months. 12 hours a week. I might get 50 hours a month if I'm very consistent. And when I stream, it takes me longer to beat a game anyway. So yeah, it would probably take me a good 2 or 3 months. Oh, is it very early on? So you're just getting started. Was this your first time playing it, Jake? Okay, we've looked at all those classes. Let's check out management. Unfortunately, there was a name that I should recognize, but I don't, from the previous stream. So I'm brute forcing this and just checking every single class. Looking for a name that we need to grab. See, 14 hours, that's how long typically the games that I beat are. Oh, Obra Dinn is another game I really want to play. I actually have it on Steam, but I have not tried it yet. I think that would probably be a good game to stream. Wait, is this a list that everybody can get access to? I wasn't really paying enough attention. It has people's grades on here. Hopefully this is a locked down website, because you should not be able to look at your current, students' grades. That's awful. I'm not exactly sure what kind of special access we have. Nice, Relentless. Always with those topical quotes. I love it. That's my motto. I forgot about that solve puzzle lever in that game. That was so funny. I can't believe I did that. We did brute force one puzzle in what is that game? Black Mirror. It was with the bones. Remember, we had to recreate a skeleton. I moved those bone pieces around so many times to get it just right. Like, you practically had to be pixel perfect to get it. And eventually we nailed it. I forget what I was missing, but there was one little piece that was just a little bit off. Oh, those bones. Those bones. Neat idea for a puzzle. Tricky execution, you know? I'm not sure how they would have done it better. I just know for me it was a little frustrating. Nothing is as bad as Samuel Adams. Nothing is as bad as What is that one? Game we just played very recently. Phantasmagoria 2. At the very end, oh my gosh. That last puzzle was one of the worst puzzles I've ever seen in any game ever. It seemed completely haphazard. You just have to basically look at a walkthrough. Otherwise, it's going to take you forever. Oh, we'll see you later, Rainbow. Thank you so much for jumping in and saying hi. Good luck on your errands. I just hope I don't scroll through this so fast it doesn't have a chance to highlight, you know? What's funny is I'm going to see that name and I'm going to be like, oh my gosh, it's there. I did start playing that Cantel, not on stream, but I started playing it with Andy off of stream because it seemed like a game that she would enjoy. And I really dug it, but she wasn't feeling it. I couldn't get her to want to play it again. So I think I might start that game over from scratch on stream sometime. Because I was really liking it. There was definitely some times I could not figure out what word they wanted me to ask. But the idea of the game is super cool. I mean, honestly, I want to play all of those full motion video PC games that have come out recently. Oh, you were a beta tester. How cool is that? Nice. But yeah, I really dig FMV games. There's something special about how cheesy they are. I love it. Probably because I used to watch a lot of bad B movies with my friends, specifically horror movies, and we would just make fun of them all the time. You know what this reminds me a little bit of? When we were playing Telling Lies, and you would have to spend inordinate amount of time scrolling through videos and rewinding them. Like, to me, that was like just a bad gameplay mechanic. This thing here, it's getting a little long in the tooth. It would probably, in my opinion, be fine if they took the number of things I can click on here to look at and divide by 10. So instead of 1,000 of these, there's probably not 1,000. Maybe there's like 400 or something. Probably not even that many. But if there was like a lot less than what I currently have, then I would feel like, okay, I can see. I'm getting scared, Nate. I think I clicked on everything in winter. And there is a way to narrow it down if you know what you're looking for. I think I might need a hint because you did give me the hint about winter 2015, and I think I looked at every single one of these, and I didn't find it. What if I missed winter and I clicked on the wrong one? No. No, did I click on the wrong one? Hold on, let me go back. When they're right on top of there like that, I might have accidentally clicked on summer instead of winter. No, these winter ones are all checked off. Okay, good. Phew, I thought for a second that I just missed it. So this one, the one we're looking for, Goldfeld's class list, which we did find that. On his page, it says he retired after 2016. So I remember I looked at this one, media, Goldfeld's. We looked at all of these. Guys, this is how I found Juliet Carrington. So we've been here before. I grabbed that, and none of these other names pop up as important. And I remember being a little confused because I did go to let's see where it is, summer 2015, so before he retired, looked in media, and he's not there. So it makes me think he only taught for that one semester. Gary Shields has been late. Terrorist. But yeah, he only shows up in winter. We cracked it. It's Gary. Yeah, but this is the only place that Goldfeld actually shows up. I guess I could look at all of these classes before he was teaching here. I don't know why that would be important. But this is also the media class from the year before. Check summer 2016. Let's see here. Oh, how did I miss this? Okay. Oh, I could have sworn. You know what I probably did? I wonder if I looked in here, but I just scrolled through really fast and it didn't like pop up. Because it seems like you have to like focus on something for a moment for it to pop up. Oh my gosh. That's on me. That wasn't the game, that was on me. Okay, O'Donnell Harris was also a student. No student number though. That's kind of weird. Just says guest. What the heck is that? I guess a guest lecturer, like you bring in somebody to speak. I guess that's what that was. Oh, I'm on the wrong one. Here we go. Sorry about that, guys. That was me. Harris O'Donnell. Yes, we've seen that name connected to Miss Watergate. I'll report this right away. We have been authorized to consider Harrison O'Donnell as a target person. Now there's some more work for you. Congrats. Congrats on not being stuck for another hour. Harrison and Juliet. Those must be Abraham Goldfeld's students within thought. Well done. Oh yeah, I remember when she said this is a Harrison and Juliet issue or whatever it was. All right, we can check Harrison's profile now. He's a media punk. So I got to click on Harrison O'Donnell. Drag that over here. See, he's much more secure in his online data. Doesn't put his birthday, doesn't put his residence, doesn't put his interests. Which, to be honest, guys, like, it's probably not the smartest thing to actually put your birthday on your Facebook page or something, because your birthday can be linked to personal stuff that is important to keep secret, you know? Like a lot of websites for password recovery or banking information might ask you your birth date. So better not to put that on there. Media punk. What does that even mean? Good question. Let's grab his profile picture. Hey, welcome back, Jake. You made it just when I got out of the place I was stuck in. Harrison likes the Targets, the Haunted House Club. That sounds cool. The Cache, and the National Beholder. This post has been deleted by user. Well, he deleted a bunch of posts. That's kind of interesting. Why did he delete them? What was it? Do we have something to hide then, Mr. O'Donnell? Mr. Anderson. Yeah, I was pretty stuck for a while, Jake. Yeah, and if your friends know your age, that's fine. That's totally cool. The only, I mean, for me personally, the nice thing about Facebook birthdays is I get notifications automatically, which I want notifications for friends, but I also don't want the general public to know my birth date for security reasons. You know, it's a double-edged sword, I guess. And Desmond, how's it going? I was indeed born in 1749. I do that every time I have to do a random web page date lookup. I leave it January 1st. I click on the date and I scroll up real fast and just click a random year. So usually I'm like 50 to 100 years old. Okay, so when he deleted this post, everything all right with you? Now it is good. Good riddance. Whoa, what was that all about? It also means we can just guess your age if it interests us. That's true, yeah. Although I've said my age many times, and I've probably even said my birthday on here, it's more for like data gathering things. Like let's say for example, your one of your passwords gets compromised on some website, and you use the same password in a bunch of places. Well, if you have your Facebook profile password open for everybody to see, now somebody can take that password that got leaked, and your birth date, and maybe get into something else that they shouldn't be able to, you know? So that's something you have to watch out for. So he deleted this post too. And Peter Fletcher, I feel sorry for the girl. It's clear she's been attacked and just panicked. Now they'll have her ass for this. Whistles. We didn't start the fire. Another one that got deleted. The fascists turned this into a nightmare. People didn't do this shit. The protest was peaceful until they showed up. The storm, the crowd, and provoked what happened. And then Judy Hull. Huh? Have you been suffering from a bad case of self-censorship lately? Or what's happening on your timeline? And here's a picture. Is that... It looks kind of like... Oh, that's Juliet. I was going to say, I recognize that hair. Yeah, I really don't know what media punk could be. What if you were a reporter for punk music on media websites? Maybe? I don't know. And it doesn't really work for you because your birthday is January 3rd, Nate. And there's a good chance I could accidentally choose my actual birthday. That's true. It's so close. Mine's a January birthday as well. Always makes you smile when a site lets you choose something like that. I wonder why they let you even choose anything over 150 years old. Nobody's ever lived that long. This couple rocked the show, as it will rock the rest of the goddamn nation. So she does play guitar, so she was in a band. I remember she quit the band to do something. Thank you for taking me along. Honestly, I didn't think I would be welcomed so warmly, nor that my humble skills would be worth me coming along. We grab this picture? Oh, this is the conflict. Oh, it says couple. So they're actually in a relationship? So here is the contradiction. On her website, it says that she was single. And here it says once she was single again. So she decided to end her career once she was single again. Former member of a band. And here it says in a relationship. Well, we're in 2017 now. This is from 2016. So I think this is the bad one. This is old data. I think we want to grab the new one here. Does that sound correct to you guys? Contradiction was such a good game, Cantel. I love that. Site was made by vampires. That's a good point. They're like, what's wrong with being born in 1400? I don't understand the issue. Or time travelers. You got to account for that. That's true. Yeah. So for me, I think this is the correct information. She's single now, former member of a band. But maybe I should read more on this social media site. Okay, Mike Hutchins says, if you've got it, flaunt it. And you definitely got it, baby. Pulling the strings of a fancy guitar in the spotlights on stage suits you well and makes you look even more awesome. He says, thank you, Mikey. Guess I should have pursued that musical career before even beginning my studies. Study is giving me headaches at the moment. Thank God it'll all be over soon. And Harrison typed again, Mike, why don't you go and ask Julia out right away, huh? No need hiding anything. I can provide a nose correction for you to make you look just as awesome. You want that? No? Well then off. Whoa, he's getting aggressive there. Harry, calm down a bit, will you? I don't think Mike meant it to be flirty. Sorry, Harry went a bit over the top there. And some vampire turned at the age of 30 in 1020. I seem to remember humans have short lives, huh? About 500 years sounds about right. It's like rich people with money. Like those stupidly rich people that just don't understand. What was it? There's like a funny meme from, what was it? Arrested Development. If you never watched that show, you should. But they're talking about the banana stand and how they lost some bananas. And I think the mom in the show, who always has had a lot of money, is kind of like, how much could a banana cost? Yeah, there it is. $20? One banana. It's like they're just so out of touch with reality. I love it. Okay, so what does this give us? Easily jealous. That could be important information. More important than their favorite color. Okay, never thought I was going to write this one day. First day at Stelligan. Feeling so elite, it makes me want to comb my hair. Any survival tips? My most valuable social network associates? You at Stelligan? Lose a bet? And then Frank says, nice joke, Harry. You're a bit early for April Fools, you know. Why can't I go and attend university like a decent human without raising eyebrows everywhere, huh? Yeah, it's as a guest in a lecture of a friend. You got me. But still, shit just got real. Okay, so he isn't a student, Stelligan. He was a speaker. Okay, so I guess this is old data and this is new data. Former member of a band and single. Let's go ahead and grab this. Wait, wrong name. Whoops, that's not for him. That's for her. Go to people. This is for Juliet, right? Let's grab this. Oh, we got another notification. And there's a British house swap type show that gets rich and poor families to swap houses and budget for a week. So you get these people who live on like 2,000 a week, have to be living on 50 quid and being totally unable to budget. That sounds like a pretty cool show. Where can you watch that, Kentel? And you can save $15 a day by buying an apple instead of a box of Cheerios. Although you can get some meals out of a box of Cheerios. I would actually think you get more food out of a box of Cheerios than $5 worth of apples. I don't know. Oh, now we can target the band. Targets. Okay. And you have a similar show here where someone from a rich family just straight up gave up and was like, nope, I can't live like this, and didn't even try. That's funny. See, that makes it seem more realistic reality TV. You know, some of them you can tell, oh, this is so fake, and they're just playing up a character or whatever. But when things like that happen, it feels more actual reality show, you know? Let's see, I think it was on Channel 5 show on YouTube. Oh, that makes sense. So the band, we are the track you are ashamed of in your fine-tuned playlist, the unexplainable gap in your seemingly flawless CV, your drunken selfie in your timeless profile, the porn movie found on your work computer. You cannot avoid us because we are you. We are the targets. Ah, we got the bandmates here. So he has a pseudonym of Hancock. Drag this over. Oh, wrong name again. I keep doing that. I'm glad that it doesn't let me do that on accident. Okay, we're back here. There we go. Oh, that's quite an ego we've got there, haven't we? Former members. Trotsky, Phil. There we go. Tubman, Juliet Guitar. Okay, so we have a pseudonym for Juliet as well. Let's go back to her profile. Drag this over. And another profile picture. Oh, and I need that profile picture for him right there. Let's get back over here. Paris. Get this. There we go. Let's see. And why is Cloud there depressed in a jumpsuit right here? Where's his huge Buster sword? That might be my favorite game of 2020. Final Fantasy VII Remake. I don't know that it was necessarily the best game, but because of my nostalgia and the way everything, they recreated it, just the graphics and the music and everything, it might have been my favorite gaming experience of 2020. Okay, let's check out more of the band here. Gigs. Ah, they played at the Haunted House. That's cool. Get your asses ready for the return of the Targets and our new album. For the premiere, we're headed back to the scene of the first crime, the Haunted House. Oh, looking at this band makes me sad. We had tickets to go see this band, the Decemberists. Do you guys know them? I love that band. And of course, it got canceled last year because of COVID. And I think they delayed it 1 year. I forget when it was going to happen, but they delayed it like exactly 1 year, and that's probably not going to happen either, the way things are. So I just got this ticket floating out there. It was also canceled, like this one. We got some comments. A friend of mine claims to have heard that Hancock decided to quit the band, but no official statement has been given out. A wholehearted thumbs down for that bullcrap. Gotta find another favorite band now. You better do the same. I see, it was pretty great. You like that it wasn't a straight up reaction story-wise too? Though you can understand that people don't like it though. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know. I would have been happy if it was a complete recreation of the original, but I'm not mad that it had some differences in the story. And they're kind of taking those differences in the story and mixing it into the lore of the game with those spirits that are there to kind of like change fate. I thought that was kind of a cool idea. What? And now the whole thing got canceled? What's going on? Such a shame that Tubman left again. Why? Good Lord, not those emos on the show again. Why do you do this to us? Why? Yeah, finally, really looking forward to this one. Oh, that was before it got canceled. Yeah, we are in a stellar COVID state over here, right, Cantel? I don't know if any state is doing COVID well. Some are definitely not as bad as others, but at least, especially here in California, it's so bad. So bad. Okay, so yeah, we can grab this. He used to be in the band. It could be important information. Your province has been doing better-ish. That's good, Nate. That's really good. California we're going for a record of worst numbers in the world. Okay, so here's another concert, which let's maybe I should focus more on these. But we're so criminally good that we're going to get locked up in the cell. It's on and it's going to be one hell of a show. Also featuring our new band member, Tubman. Well, that didn't last very long, did it? And, oh, this is Cassandra here. Wow, that was such a blaze. I really love your new guitarist dress. We'll definitely come to the Freedom Plaza demo. I just have to get to know Juliet, especially since she's the one organizing this. So here's another contradiction thing. We have not found the contradiction yet, though. Let's see, really nice show, but geez, can you please just get rid of tearing down? Blast Tense was so much better. You found yourselves a brilliant new guitarist there. Seems a bit shy though, but sure doesn't have to. Rocks on targets. Missed to buy tickets. Anyone willing to trade? Now, speaking of concert tickets, like, I can't stand this whole scalping people are doing with like video cards, Xboxes, PlayStations. It's just a mess. And it's happening because you can't buy them in person. Everything is online right now. I would never really scalp things in general, but I would personally never buy a scalped console or anything. I'll be patient, I'll wait. But scalped tickets, I've definitely bought tickets secondhand before, because if you don't do it, you're just not getting into the show. Like, they sell out really fast if it's a popular show. You don't have any other option half the time, you know? So I've definitely bought tickets off of StubHub before. Danny, how are you doing, Danny? Happy New Year. What's going on? And scalping happened before online stores too. It was harder. Yeah, Desmond. Like, your chances were way better before online scalping. Like, if I wanted an Xbox right now, I could go first thing in the morning to Walmart or Best Buy every morning and just check, you know? And eventually I'm going to get one. But now that you have to buy online and the bots are just so quick, I really have practically no chance to get one. Hopefully they do better about fighting the bots. Oh, here's a new one. Same place, also a concert at the Haunted House, but it's a new gig. Let's go ahead and grab. This looks even more like Cloud, doesn't it? Go ahead and grab that picture. Oh, this is going to sound extremely weird, but you love my voice. Would you be interested in voicing a character for my game I'm creating? Oh, Danny, that sounds really cool. It's actually, I appreciate that. That's very nice of you to say. Depends on how much work it would be. Like how much voice you really need. Because that sounds like it'd be really fun, but time being what it is, really depends on that. Actually, I'm not sure if she's still in here, but Therapy Android created a demo for school. It was like for an audio mixing class, and she did gaming audio. And I got to do a voice in that, and that was really fun. So it's not a lot of work. It's a therapist, and it's just a few lines. Absolutely, Danny. That would be really cool. Yeah, if it's not like a huge amount, because I can't working full time and doing all these other things, I really couldn't honestly say, yes, I can do this huge project, but for something small, I'd love to help. That'd be awesome. Oh, I missed one. Oh, and Desmond, thank you for following the channel. I really appreciate it. Okay. It also probably helps that I just got a nice new microphone. That doesn't hurt. But the voice is the important part. And honestly, I feel like scalping should be made illegal, though I can understand there's some challenges in making the laws fair and balanced like that. You know, I don't know all the details, but I did hear recently that, I think it was in the UK, they were trying to make selling consoles secondhand, the new PlayStation and Xbox, illegal somehow. I'm not sure how, but that's pretty cool. Oh, sweet. I look forward to it, Danny. And thank you for the opportunity. That would be so fun. Okay, nothing there. All right, let's check out the albums. Maybe we'll get some information here. We can listen to Pipe Dreams right now, guys. Let's check out this album. Oh no, am I going to get DMCA'd? Maybe this is a bad idea. I don't know if this is like real music or just the game music. How do you guys like? Yeah, that was a little bit loud, wasn't it? Especially compared to this nice, chill one. Oh no, it is a real band. Dang it! I let it play too long. I should have quit it right away, Nate. Sweet. So we got an email address for Hancock. Let's grab that. Excellent. Excellent. You will now have access to any emails coming in or out of this account. Oh, sweet. Oh, I meant to ask Danny, how have the recent games you've been playing on stream been? Like, I did get to see you popped in. I wasn't chatting or anything. I was in the middle of something, but I saw you were playing some new kind of like indie horror games, and they seemed really interesting. How did you like them? Anything you would recommend? Sweet. Oh, we already got some emails. Oh, we have a couple ones. Okay, let's check out this chat session with Juliet first. Oh, Cassandra's talking. Hello? Hey, Cass, what happened yesterday? Did she get out of jail? Juliet, this is Joseph on Cassandra's account. Ah, that makes more sense. Oh, sorry. Hi, Joseph. I didn't know you had access to Cassie's account. Nice to finally talk to you. You too, Juliet. Have you seen Cassandra since yesterday evening? Heard from her at all? Oh, this is kind of cool. I like listening to this stuff. It was called A Pulse of the End of Gods, and I would love it. Ooh, that sounds pretty cool. I'll check out some trailers. I spoke to her last night via chat. She seemed quite upset about the whole Freedom Plaza thing, and something else she wouldn't talk about. There was someone back at her back door, so I went to answer it and never came back. I assumed it was you. We were supposed to meet for dinner, but I had an unexpected meeting with a client. She wasn't exactly happy about the change of plans. She quit the chat and that was it. I haven't heard from her since. In that case, I think she's probably at home stewing away. Well, I just tried that. She did give me the key to her flat 2 months ago, but no Cassie. Her PC was still on. Some people just leave their computers on all the time. I'm guessing calling her work didn't work either. Nope, I tried, no answer. Damn, I hate myself right now. Did you set your numbers to private? Otherwise, she's probably just avoiding you. Private is my default setting. After all, I am a lawyer. Now wait, what is this? See, now this is funny. I know this information is coming from somebody else, but if I highlight the clue, it says Cassandra Watergate is a lawyer. Don't do that, John. Bad. Cassie told me you're funny. I think you shouldn't worry too much. It's probably nothing. When Cassie's mad, she usually ghosts and wanders around the city. She'll be back in no time. Yeah, she does get a bit fiery at times. We had an argument once, and well, guess what happened? See, this is why I wanted to talk to you. I feel like sometimes you know her better than I do, and I'm her goddamn boyfriend. Oh, I doubt that somehow. I mean, you two were in this thought group together, right? You both went to the Freedom Plaza protest? And I thought maybe you'd know other places that could be important to her, or for the two of you, where she could be at. Joseph, I'm sorry. Freedom Plaza was organized by Thought, yeah, but Harrison did all the planning for it. I don't know much else. Oh, Harrison did planning for it, not that leader guy. That's interesting. Oh, I see. I wish I could help, but I honestly don't have a clue. Well, thank you anyway, Juliet. Don't mention it. I'll text you if she turns up or if I get an idea. Let's see. Oh, Desmond, you leave it on all the time. You really should stop. I mean, there are pros and cons, Desmond, but I think in general, there's more pros to turning it off than leaving it on all the time. I wouldn't turn it on 10 times a day. I know some people that are like that, where they turn it on, they look up something, they turn it off. And then they do it again throughout the day over and over. That's not good. But turn it on in the morning, turn it off at night. That's probably the best balance, honestly. There is some wear and tear for things starting up and shutting off, but now with everything going solid state drives and stuff, there's less issues keeping it on all the time. Or, sorry, turn it off and turn it back on. Tajay, you're one of those people. Nice. And, oh, sorry, you're saying it's a Viking horror game. Danny, when you say it's like Soma, that has me sold on that game, because I loved Soma. That was such a great game. So Joseph has her keys and her account passwords. Cassandra, security. Terrible security. Or they're in a really, really trusting boyfriend-girlfriend relationship. And Nate, you can't leave yours on all the time because you have RGB fans and your PC is in your room. See, now that is one thing that's kind of nice about our setup. Our bedroom is on the other side of the house from our my PC, and Andy's PC is in her office. So I could easily leave them on and forget it, completely miss it, you know, and like, crap, I forgot to turn off my computer. What I usually, well, not me, what Andy usually forgets to turn off is her monitor. She's getting good at turning off her computer, but her monitor has like lights on the back. So if the monitor's on, even if it goes into sleep mode, it always leaves those backlights on. So sometimes I always check the house before I go to bed and I look in that room like, why is Andy's room purple? Because the monitor's still on. Let's see, I hope Julie is denying that he is her boyfriend. That would be funny. Let's see. Until you got the SSD of the... That's true too. Some people would leave their computer on because it takes so long for the computers to power on. So you just didn't want to deal with that. But with SSDs, it's usually less than 20 seconds to turn a computer on. Piece of cake. Okay, so what is this bit of information? This is another conflict. So this one says, plan the Freedom Plaza protest of thought. That Harrison O'Donnell planned it. Okay, what's the conflict? This one says that Juliet Kerrigan planned the Freedom Plaza protest of thought. Why does this think that? I'm not sure. Oh, it says that she's the one organizing this. Okay, this one seems more true to me. This is Juliet the one saying it. At the time, I think Cassandra wasn't actually part of the group, so she wouldn't really know. Let's see, it's still faster to start using it when it's on all the time. Plus, you have 100 tabs open. See, that is a problem, Max. If you have a ton of tabs or programs open, people do this at my work all the time, and it could drive us crazy being in IT because people have problems. If you leave a bunch of things open and then your computer has to shut down for updates or something automatically, they come back, they have corrupted files, all kinds of problems. And like, sorry, we tell you to like shut off at night or at least log off the computer, you know, so it can get updates. But for something like that, Max, I totally understand. And RGB, have you heard they have RGB SSDs that are getting locked up by the heat from the RGB control? I didn't hear that, Desmond. What a waste. Just for some superfluous colors, boom, you're hurting your computer. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab this one. I think this one's probably more true. Is that for this one? Yeah, because it's for Harrison, is the one planning it. He planned this protest and then went completely awry. That doesn't sound like very good planning to me. Oh, I missed that last one. I accidentally double-clicked. So that Freedom Plaza demonstration was one of the Thought's protests. Not immensely surprising. One down, 2 more protest locations to go. Oh, we got another call. Oh, this is from Harrison O'Donnell. This is an email. Okay. Hello, Mr. O'Donnell. Thank you for shopping at Semiramis Flowers. We hereby confirm order for the following products. A bouquet lovely with tag to Angela. The total has already been subtracted from your bank account. The delivery is ready to be picked up at Bonton City this afternoon. Have a very nice and florid day. So Harris O'Donnell sent flowers to Angela. That's kind of important. Get that. And bank account information? Hello. Yoink. I'll take that. That sounds kind of bad. But you need to track it. You don't know what other kind of purchases are happening. Yeah, and when you leave a lot of stuff open, Max, it can take a long time to get back to that situation, you know? And here's a phone call between Carriot and Harrison. Also, make sure to save your files and close them regularly in the winter if you have a power outage. Yeah, I'm very lucky that we rarely get power outages here, but that is important, especially if you live in a place that gets storms all the time. Save often, save early. You don't want to lose that stuff. Yeah, I'm going to yoink these. Thank you. Okay. You got O'Donnell. Harrison, it's me. Well, 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 look who it is. I knew this moment would come one day, but you've caught me by surprise. Harrison. Shh, Juliet. Ever since we made out on that clear night on the Stelligan Greenfield, I knew it was destiny. I knew you never really meant to. Would you please spare me your juvenile bullshit? I didn't believe it at first, but it really is you. To what do I owe the pleasure of your beautiful voice? You miss me, right? So this is why you did it. To make me call you back again. The heck are you talking about? Oh, don't play dumb, great administrator. I'm talking about the thought page you so generously volunteered to maintain. What? Give me a sec. What the is this shit? You mess around with me, Jules? Are you seriously trying to say that wasn't your doing? Why would I want to disgrace Thought? Maybe because of the same reason you bailed out on Thought all of a sudden? Whoa. Thought didn't do shit anymore once Abe disappeared. But turning it around, that made a very damn fine excuse to bail out the two of us, huh? Maybe then because you disgraced Thought before by hiding all the articles on the Thought blog, except Cassandra's. Oh, that's why he deleted all those Facebook posts. Abe archived the first one because he didn't even want us to know. None of us could ever access them. I merely did the same with the rest because that would be in Abe's interest, and Cass wanted to show her article around. Oh please, I know you deleted all the rebellious posts to secure your cozy job writing that ridiculous opinion column for TNB. You know, it's funny you dare speaking of disgrace where rosin is the government's personal. Really? In case you didn't know, it almost makes you the same in my book. So you really don't know anything about the hack then? I don't have a freaking clue. Can you revert the changes? You bet. I'll even hunt down the son of who. Just revert it, okay? I don't care who did it. I just can't stand our memories being toyed around with. Okay. We'll be done in no time. Ma'am, never could say no to you. If only. Anyway, thank you. That was a big one. Let me catch up real quick, guys. Yeah, for me personally, I always need a really dark and quiet room to sleep in. So if I had my computer in my bedroom, I'd have to turn it off just for that reason alone. And you have a lot of tall trees and you get some pretty nasty wind. The trees knocking down the power lines, night. And sometimes you fall asleep when you have a stream on your screen, and then I find myself in a totally different channel. That happens to me all the time, Max. Even if I'm not falling asleep. When I raid somebody, I often have to raid someone because I have to get going doing something else. Life calls, you know? So when I raid somebody, I do something else for a bit, I come back and I'm like, where the hell am I? Also, worth getting an ups if you have extra time to save an unexpected power outage. True, Desmond. Ups can definitely save you. If you have a laptop, ups aren't as necessary, but if you have a desktop and it loses power, boom, you're crashed. But a laptop kind of has a built-in ups because if the power dies, you still run off the laptop battery for a little while. Yeah, I can't remember the last power outage I had. Since I lived at this house, Max, I've probably had less than like one a year or something. Okay, there is a lot of information we can take from this. Harrison O'Donnell says, we made out on that clear night, so shared intimacies with Juliet at Stelligan University. Did they really? Or was that in jest? That might have been a joke, just because of what Juliet responds with. I'm not sure if that's important. Okay, so this is probably, yeah, shared intimacies, quality time. Or what is the other one? Unavowed had a term for it. I forget what it was. Simplicity. I think it was simplicity. So, yeah, we should probably grab this. Harrison bailed on thought. Oh, is that so? We need to keep observing him, though. But he volunteered to help maintain the site. So did he really bail on thought? I'm not sure. Okay, so Harrison O'Donnell, thought you didn't do it since Abe disappeared. Gosh, there's so many things to grab here. You don't trust your laptop too much because it was a cheapo. You upgraded the RAM, installed M2, but the CPU and graphics are still a bit weaker than you thought. What do you have in your laptop, Desmond? Oh yeah, thunderstorms and stuff. Funny thing, power goes out all the time. In California, our weather is so vanilla, I'll just say. You rarely have to worry about weather power outages. I feel like I have to review all these before I can drag any over. Okay, well, let's grab this one. How he hid articles. That's probably important. We want to see what was hidden. First the timeline, now the thought blog. You have a lot to hide, Mr. O'Donnell. Let's grab that one. Let's go back to Abe, and he also archived an article because he didn't even want them to know about it. This gets more confusing by the minute. Why do you hide something on a group's blog from its own members? That is strange. Yeah, I don't think I've ever had a weather power outage either, can't tell. Sometimes it's somebody runs into a electricity pole, or they're doing some maintenance and they have to take it down for normal reasons. A hidden agenda, perhaps? Okay, this is good information. Let's go back to him. Harrison, he deleted rebellious posts and he works for the TNB. I mean, I can't say anything, Max. I can pass out anywhere. You guys have seen me almost pass out on stream. I got close. I fought it. I started mumbling randomness, but I've stayed awake. Hey, I read this one quite regularly. I wasn't at all aware of it was our guy. The TNB probably didn't know either. Oh, we got something new in the reader. Okay, so maybe it's just this one I'm not sure about. I think this is true, though. They shared intimacies, so this is going to update both of them. Shared intimacies. Oh, you went from 4 to 16. That's a huge jump, Desmond. Nice. Do you know what the video card is in that computer? At least if you're gaming on it, that's going to be the most important part. Okay. Stelligan again. The university seems to play a major role for the members of Thought. Okay, I think we finished that. Let's go back here. Oh, we can check out his bank account. Don't mind if I do, Mr. Harrison. Oh crap, we're actually logged in as him, not just like, I don't know, I guess you can't really look at anything else, right? Okay, let's just look at the important things. The People's Drugs and Pharma of Bonton, No, $5. I looked at the wrong thing. I was looking at the balance. So he's a frequent customer of the Bonton drugstore. Sure. It could be useful. I don't know. Oh, so that's integrated graphics, Desmond. Yeah, you'd have a hard time playing like a very graphically intense game on there. Either he values his hygiene, or it might as well be material intended to wash away the Freedom Memorial. Could be something bad. A game like this, though, you could play this forever. Oh, you have a gaming desktop, though. Yeah, I have a gaming laptop and a desktop. My desktop is beefier. Like when I was playing Cyberpunk, I jumped back and forth between the two. If I played on my laptop, I turned off the RTX, and if I played on my desktop, I turned it on. Some expensive Life Trust health insurance. He owns 2 health insurances. That's weird. A guy his age planning on doing something dangerous, perhaps. And received a large payment from TNB, which means he works there probably. I mean, like, it's not a normal you get paid every week kind of gig. You probably just get a big check when you write your paper, right? Your article. Must be the payment for writing the opinion column then. That's what I was thinking. And your original PC had 2 gigs of RAM, Nate? Oh my gosh. And then you upgraded to 16. Now, I mean, my original PC I ever used, I forget how much memory that had. I probably had like 64 megs of memory, or... No, actually, we had like DOS computers. They weren't mine, but they had even less. Let's see. Though Twitch will max out the CPU pretty much. If you are streaming with your CPU. When I stream, I use my GPU to stream. I use the NVENC encoder, because that's the least heavy thing on your processor. Although I have a lot of cores, I could stream with my CPU just fine. You still generally get more frames per second if you use that. Oh, sorry, I missed something, Max. So you're really surprised how good the 11-year-old Mac you have got. You can watch Twitch and at 720p, even though it has a Core 2 Duo. And you bought a new SATA, and now it works fully. Oh, that's awesome. I was thinking like for streaming reasons. And you can handle Cyberpunk at medium with all the ray tracing enabled good enough for your standards. Though your standards are, I can't tell the difference between 20 and 120. See, that's probably the big difference, Desmond, is like, I'm very sensitive to frame rate. I turned on some ray tracing, not everything. And I turned down some settings and the DLSS up just to get about 60. I want it as close to 60 as I can. Okay, we already looked at that. What was new? Oh, here we go. Security warnings, unrecognized access. Oh, because we just logged in. That's right. Man, you get these all the time, but they're like scam emails from like Amazon or your Apple account and things like that. Oh, I hate them so much. I won't bother reading that because we see those all the time. Your account has been compromised. Click this link to the shady website and we'll help you out. I also missed all of these. Oh, this is the website that got hacked. That's right. Wait, what the actual... The moment you open that doc, malicious code injection was detected in Orwell. Well, we've had 47 attack warnings and still counting. What the hell is on this site? This is like going to a MySpace page. You get all kinds of viruses. Yeah, and if you only have a 60 hertz monitor, even if your game is running at 200 hertz, it's not going to be any faster than 60. And in honesty, you should turn on vertical sync, which locks it at 60 because it's easier on your computer. And also, you won't get screen tearing, which is nice. All right, am I supposed to look at anything here? I don't think so. Let's get out of there. I like the music, though. Oh, they're all like that. That's catchy music. Okay, here's a new TNB article. This might be one that he wrote. It does add some input lag, but like, I mean, to be honest, I'm a bit sensitive to input lag, and for the majority of games, it's not that big of a deal. I'll usually, like, to me personally, a little bit of input lag is better than terrible screen tearing. For me, that's more noticeable and more distracting. But if you turn off the vertical sync and you try it out and you don't notice any screen, because some games just don't screen tear for whatever reason, then it's fine. I think the best solution is if the game actually allows you to drop the frame rate inside the game, then you don't have any issue at all. Just match your monitor frame rate. Did I hear about Steam VR and Beat Saber? Wait, what about it, Desmond? I have both. I love Beat Saber, but I don't know of any new updates or anything. Or is there something bad about it? Okay, this is by Harrison. Shut the Pargesian border. This time, the national opinion column, Harrison O'Donnell argues why the border to Parges needs to be closed. Let me get a drink before this. Now, I can tell the difference between 60 and 120. I can't tell the difference between 120 and 144. I'll go ahead and spill the beans right away. Shut the border between us and the Parges. Now, will you please? Can't anyone see what's happening there? I mean, are you blind? Take a look at the Trifilth, for instance. The situation there seems to be escalating yet again. 2008 much? And just like then, the nation will let itself get dragged into the conflict. Just like then, the Pargesians will see the nation not as a friend who does the best to de-escalate the situation, but as an opponent who invades and seeks cooperation through force. History keeps repeating itself. There's certainly nothing new. Safety of the citizens is of the utmost importance. This has been the party's premise ever since 2009, and ever since then working like a charm. Until now, that is, there are some self-proclaimed benefactors in the opposition that claim the borders are meant to be open to possible refugees. If I didn't know how we were already suffering 9 years back, I would agree without a doubt. I would walk out there and welcome them personally with arms wide open. But I do remember perfectly well, though my name isn't Nostradamus, let me foretell something. We will see rise in acts of terrorism in a very close future. Who knows? Maybe next week a bomb will go off in the middle of Farview or Bonton. Wow, that's an interesting guess. Don't you pretend you have not been warned when that happens. Yeah, honestly, I'm pretty happy with 60. If it's a lightweight game, I love being able to play at really high refresh rates, but if I can get 60, I'm golden. So they tried to relax the limits on Steam VR's tracking because people were moving too fast for their tracking limits. Oh, interesting, Desmond. So did they make it so that the tracking is less accurate so that I guess it doesn't... I'm curious what that means to like relax the limits on tracking. My guess is it makes it less accurate, but maybe it doesn't miss as much, I guess, because it's trying to be so accurate. I wonder what that really changes. Okay, so there is a conflict, but we haven't seen it yet here. Predicted assaults on Bonton. Yeah, this is important right here. Let's grab this. Yes, I read the article. That was strange indeed. And with the bombings now... Oh, I can't grab that. There's another profile picture. Oh, so they increase the threshold for movement, so it assumes there's a ghost or glitch. I'm guessing, Desmond, it's kind of like what, if you have an Oculus Quest, what it does when it leaves the camera, it just kind of guesses where it is based on momentum, based on the accelerometer and the controller. It probably just kind of like, I think it's like right here, even though the cameras can't see it, you know? Yeah, I think we're done there. Except for that conflict, which we can't resolve yet. What else am I missing here? Well, there's this, but I can't do anything with that yet. There's no links that I missed. So yeah, I just think we're done with that. Dang, is there anything I haven't looked at yet? No new listener things. I mean, there are other things here I can grab, potentially. Oh, wow, I missed a couple of these. Whoops. Okay, so Abe disappeared. Let's put that in there. Abraham Goldfeld's disappeared, causing the group to be inactive. They are no longer active? Well, seems to be like someone still is. Oh, got something. And then there's this one too, though. Let's do this. But turning it around that way made a damn fine excuse for you to bail out on the two of us. So this is when Harrison and Juliet broke up, I guess. Oh, now this is a little... Oh no, it says Juliet broke it off. Yeah, that looks correct. Seems that today's new targets have a common history, something more than what belongs to thought. Oh, we got something new here. And it can guess within a better range, so more accurately to a high level of Beat Saber players. Oh, that's awesome, Desmond. I love any kind of improvements in VR technology. Actually, I have a Valve Index, and I just got a racing wheel for Christmas. So I'm trying to get a racing seat set up so that, you know, everything's like strong and easy to like move without shifting everything around. And then I want to do some Steam VR racing. I'm excited for that. And I gotta wonder how many anti-cheats have to be used, updated based on that information, because I know a lot of anti-cheats and how quickly you flick the camera around. So you can go, okay, that's impossible. That's an aimbot. Oh, I hate that so much. It's cool that they can actually catch people, but like, I don't know. I've seen some players that are so good, I would have thought it was an aimbot, but they're actually just that good. Who is this from? Unknown person. I see you. Knock, knock, Harrison. Seems I caught you pants down on that little page of yours. Oh, this is the person that hacked it. Confused? Why, that's fine. You don't know me, and I like to keep it that way. But I know a lot about you, media punk. If you knew what I know, what you know about this little group of what yours did, you would find it just as hard to ignore that those bombs might just carry your name tag. Get what I'm talking about, right? So, the Righteous Hacker Initiate will expose all information I got on you. Might interest the cops, won't it? I have no love for the government, but I will do what I must. So give me one good reason not to do it and I might reconsider. So somebody knows who he is, that he might be linked to the bombings and is trying to blackmail him? So what does this thing say when I highlight it? Well, that's weird, it doesn't say anything. Is that a bug? It's not showing me the information it's going to get. I don't know what this is. And your sister got an index, so you're paying more attention to that news? She also wants to buy a desktop next because her laptop can barely handle it. Yeah, VR is pretty intense. I have a 2080 Super in my desktop, and VR works great with that, obviously. And I have a 2070 in my laptop. And I've done VR with that, but not with my Index. I've actually used my wife's Quest, and that worked really well. Oh, you got to bounce for D&D? Take care, Nate. Thank you so much for your help getting me unstuck. Have fun in your D&D adventures. Okay, I'm just going to drag it, even though it's not telling me what it is. Because it could be important. I think it's a bug. Oh, great. Now there's a hacker involved in all of this, because the situation wasn't bad enough as it is. I wonder what this is about. I mean, it sounds like somebody has something against Harrison's particularly. Let's drag this too. Seems we are not the only ones interested in Mr. O'Donnell and his entanglement in all of this. I wonder if this guy has any proof for what he claims. And she mostly got it for Half-Life Alyx, and that's a bit laggy and still crashy on her laptop. Oh, that's a bummer. Half-Life Alyx was such a good game, Desmond. We streamed it probably last fall, I think it was. It was great. That was the biggest VR game I've streamed, although I do want to do another VR game soon. Maybe after Mass Effect. I have The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners. It's supposed to be a really good VR game, so we might check that out at some point. Oh, some updates to Juliet's timeline. What's going on here? When I learned about Stelligan this morning and that 2 people had been killed, I felt devastated because I felt responsible. I have spent 5 years of my life at this university. I even organized a peaceful protest at Stelligan campus. It has been the center of my life for a while, and to see terrorists pervert this place for their foul reasons strikes my heart. I feel truly, truly sorry for anyone concerned. What is going on here? I think I need to quit the game and come back into it because I'm not getting pop-ups for anything now. It used to show me like what it's going to do when I drag it over. It's not doing that anymore. Let me try going to the menu and then back. No. Yeah, it's just not working anymore. What's going on? Yeah, let's go ahead and quit and jump back in because that's a really nice feature. You don't want to play without that. So I'm going to go ahead and quit the game. Oh, where tag? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. We just ran into some technical difficulties, so I'm going to quit the game real quick, start it back up, and hopefully that'll fix it while we have a giant Gus on the screen. Luckily, this game automatically saves everything pretty much, so we should be good to go. There we go. Seriously, Desmond, there's a ton of games I would love to see remade in VR. I really enjoyed Skyrim in VR. I haven't played through the whole game, but the parts that I did play, I really liked. You know, I'm so tempted to bite on one of those new LG TVs, but apparently CES is coming out and or the CES Big Electronics Show is happening in a week or two, and a bunch of new TVs will be announced then. So I think I want to hold off a little bit longer on a new TV. Let's see. We were talking about a few games, Jake. Half-Life Alyx might have been the last one we were talking about. Oh, now it's working. Okay, good. We just had to quit and come back. So this is Harris talking to the unknown hacker. Yeah, if you've never played Half-Life Alyx, Jake, it's such a good game. But I don't know, do you have a VR headset? I don't think you do, or at least I don't think I've seen you stream anything in VR. Hey, wise ass. This is the most pathetic blackmailing attempt I've read in a long time. You want a damn good reason not to call the cops? I can give you 3. You hacked my site, my web server. Last I checked, this was highly illegal. Something about glass houses and stones. 2. I don't get what you want to have found out about me. True, our protest didn't always go as planned, but since you claim to know so much about me, you should know that this was hardly my fault. What I wanted is all in my blog. Not a word about... Get ready for this. Fucking bombing people. Only grabbing attention. Bet you have never even found that, huh? Where's your mad skills, hacker boy? I'll throw you a breadcrumb so you don't feel too miserable, my Nick. I'm the wrong person to mess around with. Leave my page alone. Roll it back and then don't dare touch it again. I will get you, promise. H. For your own worthless sake, I hope it wasn't you who broke into my bank account. Else, you're neck deep in shit, even more than you already are. Thought I didn't notice? Did you? Like I said, the wrong guy. The very wrong guy. Yeah, Beat Saber was really good. I enjoyed Beat Saber. Some of my other favorite VR games, actually, it's probably not the best VR game, but it was such a cool experience. I streamed Paranormal Activity, And it was like really scary. Like, I love horror games. Not much gets to me, but when you do VR and horror at the same time, it's so intense. And that game had some great scares in it. It's a short game. You beat it in like 3 hours or less, but I really enjoyed it. I'd recommend it. Also, Resident Evil 7, fantastic game, fantastic in VR, but you can only play it on the PlayStation 4, unfortunately, in VR. I wish they did the PC version of VR. I don't know why they don't. Timed exclusive or something? I don't know. Okay, we were looking at something else too before that happened, weren't we? Or was it here? Yeah, this is it. Okay, so there's an unknown conflict. We don't have that yet. I guess we don't know the other data chunk. So we can't do anything there. Also, still unknown conflict, so we have to find the matching one. Do you have PlayStation VR, Jake? Yeah, if you have played it, even if you've already finished Resident Evil 7, it's totally worth playing again in VR. It's such a cool game. What am I missing here? Oh, this right here. Well, we already knew that Harrison was a blogger, but we'll grab that anyway. Let's see. You can't imagine what we could do. It going forward. The VR games are definitely have more to improve. Like Half-Life Alyx is like way above and beyond pretty much all other VR games. But it was a big AAA game made specifically for VR. Sure, Skyrim's a big AAA game, but they just kind of converted it, you know? Half-Life Alyx does such a better job with pretty much everything. Okay, what just got updated? Oh, here we go. Wall of text. Hancock's writing on the wall. What is this? Also from Harrison. Okay. So, we found his blog. I got it. That makes sense. Hell yes, it is happening. After years, my plan is finally taking shape. It even has a name, Thought. Finally, a counterpart to the radical reigning of totalitarian surveillance. And I am glad to have had a capable companion in this, one who came up with the best idea for a demo ever. Not going to tell you, it's a surprise. Wait, he says he came up with Thought? I thought the other guy, the teacher, came up with Thought. I can only urge you to join us in our aim to unleash this pitiful, pathetic wannabe democracy of a country from its shackles. For freedom is not free in a place where every move is observed and analyzed. Help us make freedom free again. Oh God, don't say anything like that. You know what I think is really going to happen, Desmond? They're probably going to do hand tracking. They do that on the Quest a little bit, and I've heard it works fairly well. Not perfect, but fairly well. Then you don't need gloves at all. The cameras can actually accurately see your hands and model them in the game. But the problem with that is kind of like, I'm trying to think of a good example. The Kinect, you know? You can do some cool motion controls with Kinect, but sometimes you really want a physical button, like a wand or something. Like, honestly, the Valve Index controllers are fantastic. It does a pretty good job of knowing where your hands are, and you get triggers for shooting. You get certain buttons for grabbing things. If everything was all just completely hand gesture, I think that works for some games, but definitely not all games. Here's another one. Run around naked. Eat chocolate pudding from a diaper. Ew. Insult mom on timelines. It's mind-boggling how anything, no matter how mundane, will generate attention these days. As long as it's not normal, a construct of society that doesn't make sense, by the way. And there's a camera around, you can be sure we will hear about it. The ever-present cameras are one reason the site exists, at any rate. Everyone loves the sound of click tsunamis in the morning. Already got a nice plan of my own. As soon as I get myself a handful of like-minded people, we're gonna occupy that freaking elitist university Stelligan, that's for sure. I bet we could scare those cardigan-wearing conformists a great deal just by showing our ugly faces. Oh, how I'd love to see them running. This guy is sounding very guilty right now. Okay, so this is one of the conflict things that we found before. I think for 2 health insurances, Ginger, I can see that 2 different ways. You either have health insurance with 2 different companies, but the way I saw it, it looked like he had 2 payments going to the same health insurance company, which makes me think that he just recently really upped his health insurance. You know, like he maybe upped it and then decided to up it even more, which in my opinion, that when you're really young, that makes it sound like you're going to do something very dangerous, you know? So yeah, let's check out the conflicts. This is, he planned to occupy Stelligan University. What was the other conflict? That Juliet planned a peaceful protest. Is that a conflict though? There's 2 different people saying 2 different things, right? I don't know. If Bob plans a bombing, but Juliet plans a peaceful protest, those could not be conflicting. Maybe they just have different ideas of how it's going to go down. But I'm going to go ahead and grab this one. I don't know if that's right. To me, they might not be conflicting, really. Freedom Plaza and Stelligan. Very well. It is a pattern, exactly as we suspected. But we still have no idea about the 3rd location. You need to be diligent now. Lives hang in the balance. In the worst case that we cannot determine the location on time, well, I might have to conduct an interrogation with Miss Watergate. I want to avoid it, though. She's behaving pretty defiantly, as I've been told. Looking at what you found so far, I think I might have enough information to put some pressure on her. That's good. Yeah. Oh, and the need of a button is why you suggested a glove. Put a button on the side of each fingertip. And you press the button with a scissors motion. Oh, I think that might be a little tricky when you're doing certain movements, Desmond. I like the idea, but I could see like if I was trying to grab something, I would accidentally click those buttons, you know? I'm not sure. Or it would be too impossible because of how a lot of games work. But imagine mixing and matching controllers, you know? Like in this controller, you have something that feels like a real physical thing. And in this hand, you have just a glove because you do more different interactions with that. It's getting too expensive and too niche, but it's kind of a cool idea. And Phantasma. Given that this country is based on the USA, it's also very expensive to have 2 insurances. Seriously. I only have my work insurance. Nothing like third party. Although, knock on wood, I've been very, very healthy, so I haven't had to really dip into any of that stuff. Okay, I've grown very fond of the idea to start a band. Maybe call them Enemy of the State or the Most Wanteds. I think you ended up with the Wanteds, right? Music is an excellent way to add spice to the emotion needed in order to make an important message stick in your mind. And hell, I am ready to be a rock star. I already live in a trailer anyway, so I might as well go full gutter punk life. So, what do you like more? Enemy of the State or the Most Wanteds? Or maybe something else? Anyone willing to join? After all, I can't do it by myself. I mean, I could, but solo rock stars are even lamer than Dime Front. Okay, I think we're going to grab this, that he lives in a trailer. We don't have an address yet. Yeah, that's true, Phantasma. It can be good to put everybody on one insurance if somebody has good, cheap insurance. Because it's often cheaper to add people onto your plan than it is to have a wholly separate plan. Oh, come on. Can you please get more stereotypically antisocial? Okay, if there's any hope left for this country, it lays with the people. It is resembled by every freely thinking mind, every individual of this fucked up state that is willing to switch on their... I forgot to bleep that. Safety is a lie, nothing but a buzzword used to cause fear and take control from you. If you don't get that, you might as well turn into a remote-controlled zombie and say bye-bye to your free will. Thing is, people love staying blind, as long as they have the illusion of safety. So what I need now is a way of getting this truth in everyone's head. No. The perfect safety of the individual is our ultimate goal. We have stated so. So before our election in 2009, and will continue to stay true to our promise. To be able to provide this, we will again greatly increase surveillance measures in the month and years to come. There is already a new concept in the works at the moment that continues to stretch our current technology, pushing our safety initiatives to an entirely new level. This blog has a lot of reading. Those words came from the glorious Majesty herself, Miss Catherine Delacroix, Lady Security. This very morning. Am I saying that right? Right? Delacroix? I think that's how you say that. I cannot even find the worms for how mind-bogglingly stupid that government's or Gov's plan is. Let's turn on our brains for a second and think. What do people value most these days? Freedom, of course. The freedom to say stupid things on the internet. The freedom to choose between 1 trillion cell phone brands. The freedom to walk around the most ugly haircut ever sculpted. The safety is what everyone is longing for so much. Go lock yourself into a barn, because taking risks is part of living your life, you idiots. I am telling you, the next step that the government will take will be to stop citizens from doing things before the thought has even popped up in their heads. Minority Report, anyone? That's a good movie, by the way. If you have not seen Minority Report with Tom Cruise, check it out. Thus, there will be no more freedom to choose. No freedom whatsoever. This is a dangerous pitfall. Seriously. Okay, so what is this one? Oh, wait a second. Did I screw up, guys? For anyone familiar, can there be like a 3-way confliction problem? Because here it says there's a conflict here, but there's also another conflict with an unknown data chunk. I wonder if I already screwed one of those up. So, Phantasma, how does that work? Am I supposed to wait until I have all the conflicts and then just pick one? Or can you pick 2 out of 3, or how does that work? Yeah, he loves his freedom to say stupid things, right? I mean, that's half my stream, so I need that too. Wait until we have all of them? Okay. Yeah, otherwise you definitely risk missing something. Oh crap, there's a bunch of stuff here. So here's people leaving a message on his wall. The Alias Man. The government is scanning all the websites for potential threats. They make people disappear that spread rebellious ideas. It's vital that people like you show the courage and write about the truth. A heartfelt thank you. I know they're... almost missed that. I know they're f***ed up, man. But you, man, should put on a tinfoil hat. I really like what you're doing here. I can relate to you being fed up with the government so much. We must act now. Want to meet sometime, Hancock? On some occasions, I deeply question the purpose of this message page. This is one of them. Oh, I forgot about this. I can grab this portrait. There we go. Kind of looks like Tyler Durden right here from Fight Club, who was also kind of a terrorist. Dear Hancock, this is from Goldfells. By pure coincidence, I stumbled upon your website. Frankly, your thinking and attitude to get other people to think alike left quite an impression on me. I am looking for people willing to join a debate called The Thought, and I think your presence could really liven up the discussion. Dear Goldfells, I don't know where you got the weird impression I would be willing to join some debate club. I am already debating here all day on my own. This country needs change, freaking action. If you have this to offer up, or if you have this to offer that as well, drop me a PN here. Don't spam. Thanks a ton. So I'm so confused. I think I might have screwed something up, because there was a note that he started the thought, but I thought Goldfells started the thought. But yeah, let's go ahead and add this to this. Wait. Oh no, this is for Goldfells. Never mind, let me back out. There we go. I feel a little confused now. Me too! What I was just saying. Is this thought a blog or an activist group or a debate club? Perhaps all three. Alright, that wasn't the part I was confused about, but... yeah, I think we looked at everything there. Oh, I was on the leave a message thing. Finish reading all these. There's the Goldfells one. Here we go. Mariah. I like the idea that you want to start a band. What about the name The Targets? That's what he went with. The Targets. Sounds kind of lame to me, Mariah, but thanks anyway. I might consider that. He actually went with that. Rocks. Your articles suck, lol. You should go write poetry instead. No. While he was staring at the flashing monitor in the dark, all alone in the room that he was allowed to inhabit by his parents' mercy, and only dressed in his dotted shorts that his mum had disposed this morning, he finished the words, "Your articles suck," with a strike of the enter key. And in that moment, he was content, for he had never written anything more intelligent or relevant in his entire life. By the way, your grammar sucks. Oh, that's awesome. I like this guy's picture. Oh, something updated back here. Looks like they reset the Thought website. So I might have already looked at all these, but I'm just going to double check if there's anything new. Probably not, but they all look new because they were hacked and they were changed. Yeah, we've seen all these. Yep, I think we pretty much have all that. Okay, so let's go back. Oh, there's some links I haven't clicked yet. I think that's good now. All right. Ah, there's some new stuff in Harrison's bank account. Let's check that out. Outskirts Camping Limited. Camping lot and Wi-Fi monthly. Oh, this might be where he lives. This might be his home address. I'm not sure. Or near where he lives. So let's go back to him. Because he said he lives in a trailer, I think like a campsite or something, right? Or he was traveling. Outskirts Camping. That is one ugly place, but I guess it's cheap. Goodness. I got a visitor again, guys. Oh, buddy. See if I can catch him on camera before he leaves. He's not on the futon, though. He's hanging out underneath the desk. Hi, Georgie. What you doing, buddy? You know, I think sometimes he comes down here because it's near the back of my computer, which is kind of like a space heater. Is that why you like it there, Georgie? Is it nice and warm? It's not very comfy flooring. You know, I really should get a carpet or something in here. They might like it better. I like how he looks at the camera from time to time. You being a good boy, Georgie? You being a good boy? Yeah, maybe I'll put a little bed underneath my feet if he keeps doing that. And when he's not there, it'll be like a footrest for me. Andy actually has like a nice fuzzy carpet underneath her desk area, and the dogs love it. And sodium, a metal that is explosive. Chlorine, a very deadly gas, equals table salt. It's funny. It's like delicious. Georgie. Oh, isn't he? We have some really sweet dogs, Becky. If you have not seen all my dogs yet, check this out. We got 3 of them that appear on stream from time to time. That is Jesse on the left, Gus in the middle, and that's Georgie that you just saw on the right. They are all very, very sweet puppos. Okay, let's check out this one. Yeah, the real stars of the stream, honestly. And my wife, of course. Okay, so here's... I guess there are some debate clubs going on with Goldfells. Here's the debate club invitation. Dear readers, I would kindly like to invite those who are interested to our newly founded debate club called The Thought. Our primary discussion will revolve around how people can best be made aware of the topic in the age of information overflow. First, we will brainstorm and discuss various options. Then, dependent on participation and interest of attendees, we will perform practical exercises and test sessions for empirical research, like blowing up statues. The thought meetings are scheduled to take place every Thursday at 7 p.m. sharp. Meetings will take place at the Cyber Cafe Chestnut, Complex D, on Stelligan campus. I'm surprised that's not information I can drag. Aw, thank you, Becky. No registration is needed, just come by. You can also visit our blog online. We are looking forward to meeting you and to discuss a topic that is pertinent to our current daily lives. Regards, Professor Abraham Goldfells. Debate Club? Ain't nobody got time for that. I mean, I know the meme, but it's not a... Is that a goat or a cow? It's usually that woman, right? Oh, your kitty says meowdy. Cats are awesome too. My wife wants a cat. I'm pretty much animaled out right now, but eventually one of these days she's probably going to strong arm me and we'll get a cat or a fourth dog. I don't know. I think I might prefer a cat. 3 is a lot though. Even 3 animals is a lot to handle. Debbie R. If I find the time after work, I might come around. I am a general law student in my 9th semester. Can I claim any credit points for participating? A minor update. We will have a wonderful guest join us at our meetings. Hancock has been theorizing ways of political engagement on his independent blog, Hancock's Writings on the Wall, for several years now, and is sure to enrich our debate sessions. And to Debbie, sadly, this is not an officially accredited event. I am sorry. Concerned. I am not a student, only here for self-improvement, but the topic really piqued my interest. Am I able to join? My name is Nina, by the way. Hancock. Let's be honest with one another, shall we? The first few sessions were not exactly full, aka empty. So yeah, the last thing Abe and me are going to do is... Abe and me are going to do is give up hope, so we would be glad if you drop by next Thursday. It doesn't matter who you are. We don't care whether or not you're a Stelligan. I'm not. Just a guy with ideas, who maybe is lucky enough to realize some of them soon. So Nina, you are very welcome to come at thought. Thanks a ton for the warm welcome. Aw. Yeah, Ginger, you win. 30 animals? Oh my gosh. Like, that would be my entire day is just taking care of animals, which is awesome. But that's just, you got to want to make that sacrifice, you know? Get a hedgehog. You know, Andy for a while really wanted a chameleon. I think it was a chameleon. Are they the ones with those eyes on the side that kind of like twitch and look around? So I'd be cool with that. Its maintenance is fairly easy. I mean, it's expensive and you got to keep everything perfect. But maintenance is in some ways easier than like a dog or cat, I suppose. Oh, you've been multitasking on investigating. It's funny, can't tell. While I am investigating this, you're investigating that. How's it been going? So you have 2 dogs, and that is sufficient, but then you won't have a hedgehog. That's true. We don't have a hedgehog. But does his profile say the perpetrator of hacking against Harris O'Donnell is Harris O'Donnell? Wait, did I do that wrong? Oh, that's a contact. Can't tell. That's what that is. So the contact is just called Initiate because we don't know the contact's name yet. I see what you're talking about, though. Kind of looked like he hacked his own website, right? Ferrets are pretty cool. I had a friend that owned a ferret, and I would stay the night at his house all the time. Big groups of us would. And those things wake up at night. They chill during the day, and at night they're crazy. So we're trying to sleep on couches and on the floor, and you know how you do it at sleepover. And this ferret is just crawling over all of us. It would climb on the back of the couch and then just land on somebody's head. It was so funny. But you didn't get much sleep. Chaos noodles. That's a good way of describing them. Exactly. Chaos noodles. She walks on leashes? That's pretty awesome. Oh, that sucks, Yuki. What about like a little snake? Are there any snakes that just stay very small all the time? Maybe that would work. 66% just with Firefox? See, now I'm curious. Hopefully this doesn't break the game. What is my memory usage? I am at, oh gosh, I'm at 9 gigabytes used with this game. How much is this game using? So my OBS Studio says it's using 2.2 gigs. Orwell's using 1 gig of memory, and the rest is somewhere in between. But I'm using 9 gigs right now. I have 32 in the computer, but still, it seems like a lot. So yeah, let's go ahead and grab this. He invited Nina to the club. So we get a new contact anyway. Nina. So there's another member we haven't heard of yet. I will request clearance to make her a target. We got a green light. That's quick. I wish everything was that quick. Oh, so you're using 10? So yeah, that makes sense, Max. I guess my 9 isn't too bad. Oh, so if we go to Nina now, we can grab this concerned one as her profile name. What a strange alias name. Not cool like John Cadia. Okay, we got all the information from this, but there was a link down here. Blog. I'm not sure if that's the same blog we've looked at, or if this is a new blog. No, that's the same one. Okay. Just had to be sure. Yeah, could be Firefox. I mean, it might be worth trying Chrome for a little while. Can't tell. Although Chrome eats up a lot of memory at first, it generally stays open. I don't know that I would say Firefox itself is solely to blame for the memory leak. I'm guessing, is it the particular websites that caused the problem too? I would assume. I don't know. So Phantasma. There's this video on YouTube of this bunny going crazy at night and zooming around his owner's room while they're in bed. It's hilarious. And about a minute into him running around, the woman rolls over to her husband and says, "He's such an a-hole." That's great. I gotta check that out. Yeah, websites are just getting so bloated. I mean, as the internet gets faster, people keep dumping more stuff onto websites, so they get harder and harder to load. And Ginger, goats are surprisingly easy to walk because they get spooked so easily. If they wander away, they just come right back to you. Oh, but you have them on a leash too, right? Oh, we got a new comment here. Oh, this is from Concerned. So Concerned, this is the Nina, says, "Please reconsider. Guy hurt there was only a goddamn cop. They had it coming for long. It was messy, I know. All the way back to the thing I messed up organizing. But hell, look at the bright side. We made the news. This is what you wanted. What you wanted." Okay, so we read this before, but we didn't know who it was. So now that we're on Nina, let's grab over the fact that she despises cops. Like a lot of people right now. I bet this goes both ways. And she messed up organizing something. We don't know what that is yet. Interesting. What did she do for thought that she might have messed up? Oh, we got a new blog entry right here too. Wait, did I miss something on the wall of text? It looked like there's something here. Oh, we just don't have all the conflicts. That's right. I remember now. So they do have a leash attached, but you only hold on to it when you're nearing a bush they're not supposed to eat. That's funny. But you're out in the country, Ginger, so you probably don't have to worry about cars or anything, the places that you are walking the goats, I'm guessing. Okay, let's check out this new entry on the Thoughts Are Free Metamorphosis. The fight for freedom will be carried into the streets starting today, and thought will be the spearhead. The government consists only of ass-kissing turds. Damn. Okay. The beauty that is freedom of speech. Isn't it great that in this country I can say whatever I please and no one can hold it against me? I mean, there's certain things you still can't say with freedom of speech. Just ask our president. It's just my opinion, and you might disagree. You shouldn't. I mean, that isn't freedom of speech. That's a different issue altogether. But even with freedom of speech, there's things you can't say. It's just my opinion, and you might disagree. You shouldn't, because I'm right in that. But yeah, you may, and you might as well judge me to be an asshole, and that is fine too. It isn't, as long as it will not have legal consequences for me. I think it is a great measurement of the amount of freedom in our country that as long as I am able to write this, and there isn't any government lackey taking the statement and reporting it to some superior, that we are truly free. George Orwell said, "If liberty means anything at all, it means the right to tell people what they do not want to hear." Through that. With the current course towards more and more surveillance, our state of the nation's slow metamorphosis, it is inevitable that this will change one day, and it's damn well possible that that day isn't too far off at all. There must be counterweight to this process, and the answer can only be that the thought no longer stays in our heads. No, we will carry it into the streets of the nation, become transformed, and by that, re-implanted back into the minds. An invincible idea that we shall always be truly free. Whew. Ooh, getting some leftovers. Ooh, what do you have for leftovers, Desmond? We've been having very chill dinners as Andy's still recovering from her dental surgery. So lots of smoothies, yogurt, mashed potatoes, things like that. Sounds like it, right, Phantasma? It feels like we're actively being monitored. Got some comments to this too. Yeah, I can't tell. I almost think that 8 gigabytes on a modern computer now is kind of pushing it for good performance. This is a great moment. Oh, this is concerned again. I'm glad we finally get to action. Any plans where we will strike first? Who do you think I am, huh? Of course I do. We will hold a nice little proclamation where we were born. So let's piss off the so-called young elite. No offense, Abe. My friends, though I share your enthusiasm towards... Oh, we just found something I haven't read yet. Though I share your enthusiasm towards acquiring people's attention, it would be better to avoid Stelligan as a place for any demonstration for the moment. Because of the increased student fees, the atmosphere is heated up enough as it is. We might be able to get back to Stelligan later on. And Hancock says, what a pity. But you're probably right, Abe. So what about holding a proclamation on a government building then? Sounds like a worthy first demo. Unroll banners from the roof, that kind of thing. Concern says, I think we need to strike into the heart of everyday people to cause a stir. We should go for storming a Bonton Mall as our first thing. Maybe even wait until it's busy, say around Christmas? Goldfells. Although I know we want to gather more people to join us, we should not discuss the matter here. There are eyes out there who might be malevolent towards us. Ooh. Let's see. Oh, it is a network driver memory leak. And unfortunately, killer drivers are trash in Windows 10. Oh, so it's not even the browser. I wonder if I have killer network drivers. I'm not sure. I have an Asus motherboard, whatever they put on there. Although it's kind of funny, my motherboard actually has 2 network connections. A gigabyte and then like a 10 gig one, I think, or 5 gig, I forget. Okay, so here it shows, okay, I think we have all the conflicts, so we can figure this one out. Harrison says hostile towards the government here. What do we have here? Supports the governmental position. I don't believe that. What about this last one? I'm having a hard time clicking that. There we go. Rejects governmental position. Well, can't he have all 3 of those? Maybe 2 of them. One says he doesn't agree with the government. One says he freaking hates the government. The other one says he agrees with what they're doing. I'm going to go with this hostile towards the government option. He's expressed all 3 things, so we want to pick the harshest one, right? Oops, wrong name. We're not talking about Nina right now. Back out. We are on Harrison. We have found out a ton about Harrison on this stream. The kind of hostile that builds bombs, most likely. Okay, here it says he declared thought to be a revolutionary activist group. Yeah, sure. So an activist group after all, and we know who had the primary say in that. And there was something else down here too, right? Okay, here's another conflict. So what about holding the proclamation on a government building? So government building roof, and the other conflict was we should storm a mall as a first protest. Okay, well, what was the first bombing? I feel like I need to go back in history and look at that, right? Where is that information? I think it's TNB. So the Freedom Memorial, this is the first bombing, I think, right? But it's not a mall. It's kind of like a park, or I guess a place where they just have a big statue. A memorial, a public place. Well, dang. I'm not sure if I have the information to really do this properly. Well, can I do both of these? No, because it says it's a conflict. You can only do one or the other, but it's two different people suggesting things. God, which one did they do first? Was there another clue that I missed? I'm wondering if he mentioned in here when they were doing their first meeting. He doesn't mention a government building or anything there. Maybe something in this timeline? I'm gonna look for any notes about like a first meeting. He probably had it here, but he deleted it all. Okay, well, I guess in the benefit of not spending hours combing through a bunch of information, I'm just going to pick one. No. Can I hold off on that for a little while? Crap, I think it's the only thing we can look at. Let me just check these timelines real quick to see if there's a clue. The only protest I remember them doing is this one. Oh, this one's a conflict too? Wait, what is this a conflict to? Oh, we already picked that one, I think. Never mind, we already did that conflict. Nothing else there. There is a lot of hate towards the government stuff, so maybe I'll pick the government building one, not the other one, the mall. Yeah, I don't see anything about another location, so... Alright, fingers crossed I'm picking the right one. I can't remember any details that would help me with this. Government building? Holy, that must be it. That is where the third bomb will be. But which one? Didn't say. Is all? All right. If that is all I hope I picked the right place. Jeez. It's what we have to work with, so let's get this interrogation thing going before we run out of time. I actually located in the same facility where Miss Watergate is being detained. I will have her move to an interrogation room and walk across. To cover my identity, I will connect to her via an internal hardline. Let's just hope that what you have provided gives us enough leverage over her. Fingers crossed I picked the right place. I will open a connection for you to eavesdrop. After all, this is your case too. Plus, we need to have all the possible info found in Orwell. Hold on. Yeah, it's more fun when I get to do my own failures, Yuki. Unless, like, if you see me, like, wasting my time doing something that's not what I'm supposed to be doing, you can definitely push me in the right direction. But for those kind of things, it's more fun to just fail. All right, let's listen to this. Wait, is this new too? Oh, I missed this one. A new message from the hacker. Knock knock, Harrison. The thoughts are free once again. We are not done yet, you and me. But first, I must turn to another. Oh, what is he doing? Okay, let's check this out. Oh, Ginger, I had to pick where I think the next bombing's going to happen, and I had chose a government building. It was either that or a mall, and I couldn't think of any clues for one or the other. Okay, who is this? Why can't you just leave me alone? Miss Watergate, my name is Symes. Great, Symes. You can go yourself. I already told the other guys everything over and over again. It wasn't me who hurt the... We have new evidence that states otherwise, which is why you're in custody again. But that's not what this is about. We are investigating the bombings at Freedom Plaza and Stelligan. I just want to ask you some questions. Cooperate, it might reflect positively on you. Oh, you want to frame me for this as well? I must be such a busy terrorist. I was right here in prison when I set up the goddamn bomb at Stelligan. We do know, however, that you have been... We know you didn't trigger the bomb at Stelligan. Maybe not even the one at Freedom Plaza. We do know you've been in close contact with a group called Thought. What? They have nothing to do with it. I want to talk to my lawyer right now. You mean that boyfriend of yours, Joseph Langley? My boyfriend? You know that? We know a lot about you, Miss Watergate. Bah, I don't need to call him then. Now shove off. Your defiance towards me is not advisable. What about your parents, Bruno and Alice? They've got a nice company, don't they? Association with criminal case against their daughter? Yet again, could hurt them badly. Last time I was in custody, all they ever did about it was suggesting I'd leave my position as junior COO. Does that give you the impression of a picture-perfect family? Well, have it your way then. We have your confession in regards to the nasty incident with the police officer. You'll have to go through that whole process again. It's going to drag on for a long time. And where did you get this supposed confession? I never did anything. We do know you've been talking to Miss Carrington about it. Have you been spying on me, you dirty little government I'd hold my breath with a confession like that, Miss Watergate. You're in very, very deep. It's not a confession if it's been acquired illegally. Is that what you were going to say? Well, bad luck for you, Miss Watergate. We have been acting based on the safety bill. It's all legal and official, see? It's all right here in your profile. No. Why? I hope you will like your cell and your cellmates. But cooperate and void this at once. Oh, jeez. Why are you doing this to me? Just answer my questions and I might be able to help. I don't know what you expect from me. I first went to Freedom Plaza demo. I don't know much about their plans. If we know that Mr. O'Donnell had plans of some kind of proclamation on the roof of a government building, do you know which one? A government building? I never heard anything like that. That didn't work as planned. I didn't get to read. I guess the last thing he said is, think, Miss Watergate. They may have mentioned something remotely, like I didn't get to read the rest. I wonder if we went wrong someplace. I should have picked them all. I don't know how I would have known, though. So what do we do now? We're running out of time and options. Evacuate just by making educated guesses? That would create a PR disaster. We need ideas. Fast. Else. Okay, what else was said here? Oh, crap. No. Oh, crap. Was there another... Did they just bomb the mall? We could have prevented this. We could have... I know. If only we had done things differently. Oh, crap. I don't... There's going to be some serious fallout from this. I'll do what I can to keep us both a job. How could we have done anything? Like, even if we had picked the right place, the bomb went off like 30 seconds later, right? I guess this isn't in real time, so I don't know. Okay. We need to pull this group apart. Tomorrow we'll have a serious look at the remaining member, this Nina. Until then, you are dismissed. I'm not done reading. Okay. So she says, damn it, I don't know. There was nothing. There's got to be something. Talk. No, there was... Wait. No, there was never... No, I swear, I don't know. This is it, Mrs. Watergate. The interrogation is over. Dang. Let's see. And Yuki, it's okay. We'll all judge you based on what we know and what he doesn't, right? Oh, you return with homemade fried chicken dinner. Oh, a mac and cheese casserole? That sounds like fantastic leftovers, Desmond. Funny story. When I was in junior high, one of my best friends was named Desmond. I knew him from like 7th grade to 9th grade, and then I moved away and we lost contact. But yeah, he was like my best friend for years. Really cool guy. Yeah, thanks for the guilt trip, Symes. Seriously. And I could have prevented if I chose the right place. I guess timing didn't really matter then. But for anybody more familiar, do you know which clue that I missed? Because I know the right answer now. I just don't know how I would have known the mall. Because that was the first, I guess, reference to government building or mall that I remember seeing. So I wasn't sure how I would know to connect it to something else. To me, it felt like a coin flip, but I'm sure I missed something. I just don't know what. Yep, mall was it. Looks like there's something else here I missed. I don't see anything else. Alright, let's check out the damages. The Circle Mall has reportedly been attacked by an explosive device and is being sealed off by police. Our news desk has been informed that a detonation has occurred at the Circle Mall in Bonton. At this moment, police forces have secured the surrounding areas and are continuing to evacuate members of the public trapped inside. An emergency helicopter has been sighted at the location, along with several ambulances. It is currently unknown how many people have been harmed due to the incident. We will continue to update this report as the situation develops. Police spokesmen have advised the public to keep clear of any surrounding building. The Circle Mall at the time. Dang. We could have saved people. I could have saved people. And did you guys notice anything that I missed that might have helped with that? Okay, I don't see anything to grab. Okay, now it's done. So he said that we're done with the day. So I think we just need to log out. Is that what we do? Are sure you want to finish your work for the day? Yes. Oh, this is going to be bad. All right. Assault on Stelligan University. Another bombing occurred. Oh my gosh, I can't even read all this. It's too much. There we go. An identical letter has reached authorities. 2 bombings must be connected. Thought held 3 protests. The Thought group had held 3 demonstrations, the locations of which seemed to match the bombing locations. I never found out anything about that 3rd location, though, which apparently was the mall. Thought is inactive. The Thought group is inactive. The bombings may be the deeds of a single individual. I must have been able to find that. I blame Harrison. And the mall could just be to throw you off of the pattern. Okay, I've been targeting exclusively government buildings. What's the opposite of a government building? The mall. That's true, Relentless. We don't do a good job of saving people on this stream at all. Usually the opposite. And there isn't really a clue. Not everything has clues, and it will seem like 50-50 shot. But if you think about all the facts and the people you're tracking, you will lean in one direction or another. Okay, Yuki. So they might not have called it out, but I might have been able to ascertain something, like, without it being directly referenced. I mean, this is pretty much all the stuff we found, so I don't think I need to read all of these over again. Next day, day 3. Well, how many episodes are there in this game? If we do one a stream, I wonder how long this will take. Here we are again, after having stared into the abyss, not unscathed, but alive, and still with a job. I was able to keep us in business. My superiors don't want to give up on Orwell just yet. Needless to say, we cannot afford to repeat a failure like yesterday. The TNB is already starting to tear us apart. This Nina character is the final member of Thought we don't have any concrete information on. Since Harrison's plan with the government building turned out to be a dead end, we need to get a clearer picture of this loose thread. Her stance towards law enforcement just gives us more reason, as you found out yesterday. Focus on Nina, but keep watching all the others too. I guess what I could have done maybe is just look how they talked. Who would be more capable of bombing something? Because while Harrison seems pretty radical, he doesn't seem super violent. We haven't seen a lot from Nina, but she was cool with killing the cop. She seemed a lot more violent than Harrison, in my opinion. So maybe Nina's suggestion maybe makes me think maybe she just did it on her own, you know? So there's a lot of info that I'm reading that isn't highlighted, but you can still be important to making decisions. Yeah, that's why, Yuki, I'm trying to read everything that's more of a story and not just like what looks like fluff. I want to skip some stuff just for time. Like, I don't need to read all this stuff about a company's like values, you know, but other stuff like a story, I try to read the whole thing. Let's see. And Harrison is at the most a basic activist purely. That's what I was kind of thinking, Yuki. I forget where it was. I think it was, this might have been my clue actually, but if I go to the thought site, it was one of these, not that. One of these had comments on it. This is it. This is it. So on here, the thought site. You mean Twitch, Relentless? Concerned one. This is Nina, but it says, please reconsider. The guy hurt was only a cop. They had it coming. It was messy. I know from all the way back to the things she messed up organizing. So that makes me think that she doesn't care if you got to crack some eggs to make an omelet kind of person, you know? All right, guys. Well, I think this is probably a really good place to stop. This is around the time I stop anyway, and if I just go 10 more minutes, I'll just kind of forget what we did at the beginning of the next stream. So just starting this new day is probably perfect. So let's quit Orwell. It pretty much saves all the time, which is fantastic. I love that.